be a really interesting match. Now, remember last time, Laura with maybe not a button check. Oh crap!
Going right into it, and it looks like Hunk trying to stay on the opposite side of the screen. Wolverine Laura's an incredibly threatening character. If you could help it, you don't want to be next to her. And
You
it
really
looks
don't.
like same plan going into effects against Shadow Lady when she takes to the air, making sure to dash under, get more screen space to jump back on. With a little bit of approaching the air angle as well, we see a lot of the air downward angled gun from Hunk. It covers a really important space, and then having access to these other things. Oh, but this is the first chance where Mimi Cute got within range where they could interact, but unfortunately pushed back out again and need to go through the entire journey of trying to get in again.
You really need to watch out for that Thanos assist. It has armor and it can catch you off guard unless you low hit like that. That is going to be so much damage on the cash out, but not a DHC in time. That's a dead Laura.
Oh, X is used to save her. The combo dropped and decides it's more worth it to keep the entire team in composition than try to go for some X Factor 3 shenanigans. But brings in Cammy, really wants to keep Wolverine Laura alive. Looks like Mimi Cute has their priorities, wants to keep their full team, and is able to get in with Cammy. Is this the change in momentum that's needed?
Oh, apparently not. That's going to be a pickup from Hunk. Here we go. I want to see some Death Macabre loops. No, goes for the easy stuff. Grenade cancel, and now we have an on-deck Hunk just spraying bullets here. That's guaranteed chip damage. And that's also a punish on Shadow Lady's part.
Oh, and going for that's an interesting choice to THC, because I'm not sure what the objective with putting Ken in there, but looks like it's been possible for Quack to get the majority of this match by just like shooting until there's none of Mimi Cute left. Oh, but this time Wolverine Laura gets in. There's no X Factor, but 4 meters are on deck, and she both has an install super, which is 1 use a meter, but also, unlike a lot of characters where like you need the DHC if you want damage, she has a super follow-up that means that even when she's solo, she could get the damage of a DHC essentially by investing the meter all by herself.
Yeah, and it becomes even easier at Berserk level 2, and you do not want that to happen. Maybe that's the entire reason why they were trying to keep Laura up. Look at this, just Berserk 1 and already so much damage. Thanos already bleeding, and here we go. What's the mix? Fist to the face, apparently.
I appreciate that Quack realized that Laura needs to get in there, doesn't want to set up a situation where he could get the beam super going to chip her out, and in response to that, just putting that gigantic hitbox in front of his face to keep her from rising into a position where she can interact. This time, start of Cammy has been able to do severe damage to both Hunk and a little bit of hurt on Thanos as well. And the combo that she ate was not that threatening to her in comparison, but now she is back full screen, and we have seen that Quack at full screen knows how to get value out of it, uses that opportunity after the guns to get Ken in there, but these raw tags are getting hit, and is Ken going to be able to do the damage necessary to kill? With the reset, he will.
Oh no, this is going to be enough right here unless he misses Shoryuken off of the American reset. Let's see what he's got here. Shadow Lady on deck, trying to get in. Ken is quite advantageous with button presses, especially with 2 assists by his side. That Hunk assist is going to carry so much weight here because of how much screen space it just takes in the front. And unfortunately, on both Shadow Lady and Cammy, they're rushdown characters. They're not really meant for long-range fights. Hunk is, Thanos is, Ken isn't, but even still, you have 2 characters directly against the 2 characters you're going for!
Oh, but this could be it. X Factor 3 Cammy. Let's see if the threat of the single X Factor 3 character is more worth it than previously. X Factor had been invested to keep the whole team alive, but let's see if Dark Cammy has the type of terror behind her that warrants investing it in her instead of in the whole team.
No pickup. Oh no, he tried. No, that's not Shadow Lady. That's not Shadow Lady. You can't do that. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts. I don't know if that was a missed input or if that was muscle memory from Shadow Lady or something else, but an accidental taunt. And this ain't Smash, but taunt to get bodied is still very real in Marvel.
Yes, the taunt to get bodied combo, it transcends melee and is a true thing in all genres. I feel like we actually get a pretty decent amount of it in Marvel just because so many people like the taunt. But most people seem to have gone the way of teabagging instead as their primary taunt mechanism, but teabag to get bodied is still a very prominent thing within our community.
Yeah, shout out to old school Dante players, am I right?
Sometimes the teabag's part of the mix-up with Dante, at least.
Yeah, no kidding. Going back up into the matchup here, Hunk once again showing off that at long range there, absolutely dominant. Grenade cancel, going into super, which version just straight in the line. Shorty Repa, more than enough damage.
Decides to go for a mix-up, but fortunately for Mimikyu, figures out there's an opportunity to get under there and get the throw. Doesn't get to confirm this desired, and Ken manages to get back in there after the throw. The American reset is there. There's some scrambles going on this set, as we could. We've seen a lot of after scrambles, just like resetting into situations where Hunk is trying to zone things out, but just going for the full screen beam super with Thanos. Figures that there's no opportunity to really get punished at that range and is willing to just
Shadow Lady doesn't really have much to do there. I mean, at best, she can super, but Shadow Lady's beam super is such a massive mistake on whiff or block that you don't really want to commit to it. Once again, Hunk going in, holding down the fort. Ken coming in. This is a good choice. Right next to Medlin.
Oh, and multiple opportunities there. Mimikyu going for, it looked like multiple command throws came out when the dry tag happened. And Hunk is getting a combo, but let's see if damage comes with it. Going to be able to do almost enough to kill, but not quite. The Pixel Stars Wesker. Is he going to do the work that Zero and many of the 4 founders have before? Oh, he'll get tagged in the face. And with that, it looks like the winner of our first set. Is that going to be the full set going through the powers of the Quack?
Yeah, his name might be Quack, but he is anything but. Because, woof.
Or is it a situation where you just need to be really good at timing your jumps to get around things? Looks like we're going to see some Psylocke, which is a character that I haven't gotten to see represented very much in these tournaments, and also Stars Jill and US Agent, which we haven't gotten to see much of either, so it's exciting to get access to more of these wonderful characters, and that Buster assist from X setting things up on the opposite side. See Mike is getting pushed back to full screen, tries to use a gun, but Ken kicks him in the face. This is going to be the threat, and if the happy birthday goes properly, make sure to go into the version that OTGs, and with the DHC, should be able to finish off both characters. Very nice work to Dobalicious, and now it's all up to US Agent. How do you feel about US Agent versus a full team like this?
So US Agent, he is a heavy hitter, that is for sure. Going up against extremely fast characters like Ken and Psylocke, though, there is a lot of work to be done. He doesn't have the speed of regular Captain America, which makes sense. He's not Captain America. He's not a super soldier. He's US Agent. However, he hits so much harder, and he has so much more different tricks than Captain America. So you can, if you are unfamiliar with US Agent, he can definitely catch you lacking. Which can also be said by Psylocke here, as she comes on in. Ninjutsu tries to teleport there. And we have SC trying to make the most of this US Agent here. He's not even getting tagged. Really great movement here. You can see his experience from MVCI actually showing in his movement. Uh-oh, hold up.
And went for it. Earlier, his US Agent had a really satisfying X Factor 3 loop, but has just been like continuing to try and play neutral, and once Dobby got that initial advantage, it was just like a snowballing game, and it seemed to stabilize for a little while, but Dobby being clutch and holding it out. Oh, this time Dobby getting started it early again. has him in the corner, and X assist is not going to get you out of there. He's amazing for a lot of reasons, but still has startup, and also normal buttons will eat the buster, so they'll lose their hitboxes. And
unfortunately, Ken doesn't seem like he's going to be dropping anything anytime soon. Axe kick, and that's going to be a dead Jill.
Oh, and going in, let's see, US Agent this time has access to an assist, which is a huge difference in how he's able to play his game. Especially, like, he has some very aggressive options that have invulnerability. Being able to have support behind them is just huge. You don't get to use any of your options if you're dead, and it looks like Ken trying to go in here, get the damage. Oh, but that is not invulnerable. One pixel? Okay. Now we're going to see if X can do the same things with X Factor that US Agent could. Not this time. An X Factor gets saved till next round. X is your own factor. You need to use it. You're entitled, X. You could take it. Trust us, it's worth it.
Oh no. Doublelicious just OCV the entire time. Ken once again proving why he should have been in original Marvel 3, going on and destroying an entire team. TAC with double TAC with no counter.
Oh, Stars Jill has a DP-ish super that is available for situations like that, and it's very good to match in exactly that situation. But oh, the guns here are going to catch, Psylocke is going to get hit, and I think with the grenades it's possible for US Agent to get a combo out of this. Didn't get the full confirm, but
yeah,
the idea was there.
He knows, and the knowledge that SC knows is enough. The damage on US Agent, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
The combos that SC Mike has been doing with US Agent have consistently linked together tons of useful and interesting things. Great to see his representation here, because like SC Mike's profile picture is a Mega Man, so y'all know that he has some love for that character, but seeing him just thrive with the other characters as well is pretty fascinating. Ooh, and hitting with the backside there, evaporating Jill, evaporating US Agent, and now gets the hit on X. X manages to get his factor started, is going to get the opportunity to play, dive hits, and goes for the combo, doesn't get the confirm, and he uses the super to make sure he doesn't extend his hurt box into that, and
yeah, it actually pushes X back a bit. Oh no! Shorty Ripper!
Okay, all he needs to do Shockwave, and that's it. He's going to be able to get rid of Ken and get a point on the board. SC Mike showing that he can adapt to the situation. Obelicious had been so dominant those first couple of games, and now let's see how the adjustment plays out, because that Ken has continued to just be so threatening.
Yeah, that Ken is a massive problem. He has a lot of priority when it comes to going up against... Oh, try to go for the side switch. Going up against these characters. Jill does have a DP super, but does not have a regular DP like Ken does.
And she's going to get those guns out, has the opportunity to bring in US Agent with support, and now the grenades cross up, is going to be able to confirm off of them, and left with a Pixel. Is Pixel Ken going to be the problem? Getting a chance to play, and he gets the jab, but that shield is also pretty big normal.
JH, so good.
And going in, and one of the nice things is that US Agent's projectile, even though it only goes a pretty short distance, it's still a projectile that's going to be able to interact, put some durability on the screen. Oh, and the dash up with Psylocke. There have been happy birthdays for Dobdelicious multiple times with their Psylocke, but somehow US Agent fell out of that in a really weird way. He's just on a pixel. Do you think X Factor will be used? Oh,
no, he's gonna save it for Stars Jill. Now, Stars Jill, she does have a really mean X Factor level 3. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we're going to get to see it if this fully confirms here. Whirlybird. Oh, such a good move. Using Spin Cycle in order to put him in the air instead of going for the Tiger Knee. Really good option by Doublelicious, and that is going to be 3-1 in Dop's favor.
Excellent work by both players and showing off the server. Thank you so much for having the server available, HAVENGERS, for the multiple servers available to make this happen. And thanks to the people who are willing to play across an entire continent who just love Marvel so much that they are willing to get in there. Oh, and Ken putting in work again. We are seeing Ken move forward and press buttons is a very successful technique.
Well, yeah, like I said before, Ken priority is really good, especially if you're going up against characters that don't have the same priority. Sakura, air super, no DHC to go into wacky waving inflatable arm filling too, man.
Oh, it's pretty good. Air of Merkava going on there with that. Oh, and getting a hit there. Carnage is knocked to full screen. Let's see how he approaches the situation. Looks like that Venom trap assist is going to be able to come in clutch, put Carnage in the corner. Let's see if there's going to be more opportunities for Carnage to play. He's taking just chip damage from regular Hadokens. Like, you could tolerate a couple of those, but after some point in time, you need to get out of there. Oh, well, no getting out of there.
I mean, technically he is out.
This is true. So one thing that's been fascinating is a lot of people just associate Captain Commando with his corridor assist, like that's the only thing they know about him. But we're actually seeing him use the Captain Fire assist for Commando in this set. It's been a good poke in a few situations, but let's see what he could do with the Anchor Commando. Marvel 2 Anchor Commando is a situation that when you run into it, some percent of people just like put down the controller even though they have a full character left. But this is not one of those situations. Nick Bad isn't putting down the controller. He is in fact X-Factor 3ing and doing as much damage as he can to this Venom. Oh, that was an interesting trade. Got knocked full screen. And now Hunk's going to get the opportunity to come in and shoot. Captain Commando, the Captain Kick has definitely been something that's been one of his primary combo starters. Oh, Venom just using stuff full screen, gets the opportunity to have access to the Hunk assist and be invulnerable to chip for a little while. And now there is no more X Factor available for Nick Bad. Goes for the risky Captain Kick and is going to be punished by Venom. Looks like this is going to best Xbox going up 1-0 against Nick Bad.
And that was definitely a more than a disturbing situation for best Xbox there, because here's the thing, Captain Commando, ever since his change, he puts in work. If you do not stop him, X Factor or not, he will make you regret it. And Sakura going down in 13 ticks. That is the fastest schoolgirl death I've ever seen.
Oh no, it looks like there's some symbiotes about to die as well. Oh no, extra chance for Carnage to live. He's been using a lot of the air dash into button, but not quite getting paid for it. Those OTGs have been putting in work on assists, but you can't just punish the assist. You need to pay attention to the point. And now it's up to that Anchor Captain Commando again. You think we're gonna see some more Captain Kicks?
I don't know. That's so much damage. Hunk's dead. Hunk is dead. No X Factor required. Just Super Captain Fire. What in the world? Once again, so much damage. Has to X Factor. Literally has to. And that is basically a dead Venom coming on in. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. If you let Captain Commando get away with it, he will make you pay. Do not sleep on him at all.
And worth noting is one of the strengths is there is with that Captain of Fire assist, or Captain Fire Super more accurately, he is able to put in damage on assist. They just vaporize. That last one went down from like 2/3 health to dead within only a moment. And this combo by Nick Bad showing that Captain Commando is not the only character on his team. Sakura able to get some cool confirms that lead into a dead Ken that now is in the corner fighting against Venom, gets a second chance at life, is going to have to fight Hunk just like getting an opportunity for Hunk to get in safely, and we have seen many times tonight how characters can get zoned out, but having access to both the Hadoken and Captain Fire can potentially give the opportunity to for Nick Bad to be able to fight these zoning tools a little bit more effectively.
Especially considering Captain Fire is considered a laser. It will go through projectiles. It does not care. That is still a hit on Carnage, however. So Carnage bleeding a little bit. Sakura going down. And here comes the crazy boy himself, getting picked up by Hunk. Trying to go for a Dance Macabre cancel there. And that's a dead Carnage. So let's see if Captain can pull the weight once again. Captain Fire. There's a trap on the floor. He's going to have to mind that. Super Captain.
Yes. One thing that's been fascinating is one of the things where, there's a part where Nick Bad has been thriving is in hitting assists. He has been able to see that one is coming out and then make sure that he puts the damage on it in a way that is working, but now Venom is going to not kill, and now the opportunities are available for both people. The Captain Fire is going to do so much, but Venom can't take any chip right now. X Factor's available.
Oh.
The corridor evaporates in, and with that, it looks like even after first game going pretty badly, Nick Bad makes the adjustments, gets in there, shows that he's more than just the X Factor commando, also has access to some value at this point. Sakura, only character on his team we haven't really gotten to see put in work yet is this Carnage. We'll see if that adjusts. It looks like he has these combos on deck, is going to be able to do already half-life before spending the meter. Is the good DHC? Doesn't have one on deck for Carnage at the time.
I think he's planning on using Commando to try and chip out as much as he can. That's a Commando that's going to get hit by Short Urepa and trying to go... Wait, Venom Web, hold up. Not Death Blade?
That was an interesting decision. Maybe an input error, maybe just thinking it'll work out differently. Sometimes you have a hope that something will work out and it just doesn't do what you want it to. Oh, but Carnage is going to be able to get the flailing going in and has access to that full screen. We've actually seen a lot of Nick Bad's Carnage using the attack at full screen or going air dash and the giant head move in order to move forward. Is going to be able to get the hit this time, and we're seeing Carnage put in work, get the kill on his fellow symbiote. Now it's just down to Ken and Hunk.
And we've already seen that Ken can put in some massive work, same as Hunk. So this is not a easy battle here for Nick Bad. This is still... hold up. Shibu Jinrai! Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No. No!
That Hunk killing 2 characters. It's all up to Sakura. Let's see if the Dark Sakura is as strong as the Dark Captain Commando. Being cautious about when to use X Factor. Now X Factor is used on both sides. Hunk is going to get hit there. This is very possible for Sakura to just kill, but the Tatsu goes the wrong direction. Oh, American Reset, all part of the plan.
Of course. I mean, of course. It's just RNG manipulation. Oh, apparently Ken trying to go for a Tatsu war here, saying mine's better. That's still a little bit of X Factor on Sakura. It's going to be 1 second. That's it. Sakura does have the life lead. Nick does not need to commit. Trying to go for fireballs. Shorty Repa. And that was a wild swing. I don't know what they were trying to go for, but that is going to be 1-3 on Nick Bad's side, and they are going forward.
Congratulations to Nick Bad, and nice work on learning stuff with multiple of the characters seen there. That means that you're going to have to... Red Drax as Captain Marvel is going to be able to deal with all of this. Starts the game with a beam from full screen. And there's people that...
Oh no,
like
you don't want to get caught with this.
Jab did not connect, however, afterwards. There have been some points where multiple Venom players today have had the backside of that air special just like whiff after starting, and it has just been so detrimental to them. Tried to Venom Fang over it, but did not quite manage to get the distance needed. Goes into a super there, and immediately goes for the command throw, but Captain Marvel is too far away. There's something sad about going for the command throw and then seeing your opponent ducking, but just having been a little too far for it to hit. it was the right read, but not quite right the spacing.
Yeah, Serve Me actually is a really good command grab super. Not because of its damage, but mainly because it grants such an opportunity. And here we go once again. Heath's getting the full combo here. Venom throw. Are we going to see a death bite?
Going for the THC and is going to be able to combo after Hunk. Oh, but this is the link. And that is the first time I've seen Venom Fang whiff in such a situation. Cammy, so tiny, just going right under it there.
Yeah, and her hitbox gets even smaller with that, with the spiral arrow there.
And manages to get the combo or the punish on Mega Optic Blast. That's one of the things is that Cyclops is one of those characters who's gone through many iterations of nerfs to his beams because they were very, very strong and they still are very strong, but now if you do them just wildly, you can get punished for it if you use Hyper.
They're still a long-range menace. Like, they do the exact same thing that Captain Commando does. The only thing is that you still need to pay attention to him actually throwing his beams where you want them to, because more often than not you will find yourself getting hit with a higher priority move.
And has the extended web throw loops here, has the assist available, didn't get the kill quite but is able to get the chip and still has the trap available for incoming.
And it's still oh no, Kimmy!
Well, she didn't get her OTG afterwards. Now it's being pushed back.
That's actually surprising.
Oh, that's another time that Venom Fang has just whipped right over her head. It seems like in this matchup you can't use that as a block string because she's just too small of a character.
Swapping to Venom, wow. I meant Venom swapping to Ultron. Wow, what is with me?
Oh no, this is like a nice color synergy for the team, because this Ultron does have like a Venomy flavor to him. I like the color synergy going on for Heathnoff here, but we're going to see this Cammy die. Cyclops is still alive. I think Cyclops can make this comeback.
Oh, easily. His damage is more than enough. Not if he gets hit by the Venom Trap right there. X Factor, this is going to be a lot of damage on Venom's side. Double Rush, Venom Fang, Venom Throw, and with a completed combo here, that is a guaranteed death.
And we've seen Heathnoff making use of that triple hyper combo. One of the things that's really nice with a lot of the THCs and palette swap, there's just a big range of supers that are available, and some of them have really useful properties, like being able to have the Venom Bite for the OTG properties, while also having the long duration horizontal supers that hit the full screen, getting Venom Act afterwards. It's like there's so many more new opportunities for your team composition that come up in Modern Marvel. Can he get in time? He does, and that means there's going to be a web throw loop and a second one from Hunk.
So,
doesn't even need the web throw part.
No, it doesn't even. Also, I want everybody to know that was around the world. That wasn't coast to coast. That wasn't just from one side to another. That was from player 2's corner to player 1's corner back to player 2's corner. Literal around the world. Heath. You
Not
can
saying
stop
if he has
now.
If he has to play from the East Coast, he's going to take you to the West Coast, he'll take you to the East Coast and take you back again. Oh, and with that, it looks like Cammy is going to go down. There's been so much pressure put on Cyclops this set to just try and come back from such a deficit.
5 meters, level 3 though. That is a lot of damage on deck!
X available, ends up going straight into another super. I think with Cyclops in situations like that, you could get your charge potentially available. I'm not sure if there's enough time after the X, I'd assume so. Tabs could probably correct me on that.
I mean, there is enough time for an Optic Sweep at least, which you can cancel into Optic Blast. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see that as Heath just way too consistent, way too punishing, and way too threatening of a player here, and going to continue his tournament life 0-3.
Shadow Lady was on both teams. Kevin's team fight zoning with zoning here.
Yeah, especially when you see that cool as ice, that's nice, man. over there. And once again, Kevin Ha stars Wesker, locks down like a mother. Do not let him get started. He will control space if you let him. However, that Thanos, that hunk, putting in work, holding down the ground. Iceman hurting. And now Wesker's going to take even more bleed damage here.
And since X Factor is used, there is the choice of how Kevin Ha is going to invest his X Factor. Ends up losing half of Iceman's life just to the red, and now is going to be at a health deficit and a character deficit, but he has 3 meters and X Factor still on deck. Let's see if he's able to convert those into something that's worth more than the losses he's and trying to do a lot of dash and block here, because looks like just like giving that respect to the hunk bullets when needed, and also taking to the air a lot.
Very nice macabre cancel there. Going in for the confirm, goes in, grenade cancel. Oh no, didn't actually get the confirm there. Did catch Shadow Lady on the incoming, however. Kevin is in trouble here. That is a Death Macabre cancel 2, as a matter of fact. And for those of you who are not familiar with Hunk, Dance Macabre is actually a stance that allows Hunk a short jump King of Fighters style, so that he can just cancel any of his specials. Sinchisei from Kevin there.
I would X Factor if I were him. Let's see if he decides to invest the resources. No! Got the TAC! I'm curious if Kevin was actually trying to TAC, or if he was just going for follow-up and got the missing. Oh, Pixel Shadow Lady! It's doing damage to Ken, but will it be enough? It's doing damage to Hunk as well.
Hunk. Oh, what the heck? That does so much damage in X Factor.
Oh, but one button is all it takes, and that button is pressed by Quack. Shadow Lady dream has been squashed, but Kevin showing you cannot let him get a moment with that character. Kill her off, please.
Yeah, Kevin showing that no matter what character he plays, if you let him start, he will make you regret it. And once again, Quack starting from the back lines here. Gets caught, however, this time with the reload. He now has 1 chambered in the Magnum. That is a lot there. That is guaranteed hit stun. And that is a dead Hunk.
Speaking of THC synergies that do different things, while we saw with Heafnoff there was using Venom Zode HG and then being able to follow up. Here, Stars Wesker has access to the Flash Kick, which is invulnerable, so being able to both use it as a combo tool and also be able to confirm off of it and also have it as a reversal tool, so powerful. And this time we're seeing the opposite situation where Kevin Ha's Wesker has just been putting in all the work. If he gets to play, it ends. Oh, but he gets pushed too far away, and now Thanos is going to have to deal with this gunshots from above, these helicopter shots. And will the DHC here? No, decides not to invest any additional resources. It's worth it to just let Stars Wesker die, see if Iceman and Shadow Lady, goes into that slide and just kills off of it immediately. Quick
Ice Spike really hurts too. X Factor immediately from Quack. He's going in heavy Tatsu. With the right combo, this might be a dead Shadow Lady. It is. And now we have Fire against Ice. Who will win? Iceman coming on in. Kevin trying to hold on as much as he can. That is going to hurt so much. And JH from Iceman will put these games at 1-1.
Nice work to Kevin making the adjustment. That first game, it looked pretty rough, but then it looks like instead of trying to do a bunch of horizontal ice beams, he really got to get started with Wesker, made a good read in when to go in between playing the space game and playing the up-close game, managed to get in while Hunk was in his movement and shooting above Wesker's head, get the catch and kill off the threat. It really seems like getting rid of Hunk is so vital to fighting against Quack in these matchups.
It is. Because without Hunk, it shows that this team loses their long range. Because Hunk's assist, especially that gun assist from downrange, it screws with teams so much. It might as well be a beam. But because it's not, it actually has a couple of advantages there, especially considering that you have somebody like Thanos, like Ken, that can take advantage of stuff like that. But then you have characters like Wesker and Iceman on the other side that don't really care. But if they're gonna care if you get caught, that's a lot of damage, and that's just enough to kill.
And Iceman is out. Let's see if he manages to make an adjustment in how he plays this matchup. Just come down with the button. That is the adjustment that's needed. Oh, but he doesn't kill Hunk, and now there's the chance to play. We've really seen Shadowlace's his assist do some work, but let's see if there's going to be the opportunity to... That's the assist with it as well. Does so much damage. Doesn't manage to get the button out in time, and because of that, there's going to be pressure put on Iceman, and Quack wants to make us eat our words that saying Hunk was the problem by showing that his team is full of problems. Thanos also putting in work.
Shadow Lady coming on in, Let It Snow gave plenty of time for the missile super there. And now we have Kevin's time to shine with his Shadow Lady. What can his Shadow Lady do? Not much against that JM. Sovereign Decree completely whiffs. And that's going to be an air throw, not... Wait, that's still hit? What is that? Hitbox?
Reality works out. These characters have some big hitboxes on them, but unfortunately for Shadow Lady, her reality is not working out there. Oh, she gets an extra chance to live and gets the beam on 2 characters. Pulls off Thanos, Hunk bleeding, but is Hunk going to get hit by the ice? Does not.
Unfortunately not. Let It Snow is actually really slow, and Iceman is going to go down. Shadow Lady is basically dead at this point. Forced to X Factor. However, X Factor Shadow Lady is so fast, but not fast enough to dodge that raw Shoryu in midair, and that is going to be Quack going up 1-2. And so now, if you're Kevin, you got to be thinking, I had such a good match a couple of times ago. What happened? What do I need to adjust here?
I think that what Kevin needs to do is balancing out one of the things that Quack is excelling at and where he's getting a lot of his wins is he's good at figuring out when he should be moving forward. That autocorrects?
Yes, it does. It doesn't matter where the axe kick is going, the Tatsu will always autocorrect towards the opponent.
Okay, this is knowledge that I had not been properly exposed to, and that's the thing.
That's
You
ridiculous,
need to be ready
right?
to adjust. You need to be ready to adjust when you see that. So now, Iceman down to a very low life is very likely to be down to solo Shadow Lady. Let's see if she could do the work. We've seen her almost take it that one game, but can't take it if she's it. What resources are going to be used by Hunk here? Immediately going to just go into super, and that's a follow-up into a TAC that whiffs and breaks. But oh no, you've seen the Pixel Shadow Lady almost win a match? Let's see if she could make that almost go away and turn into a full kill on these characters. X Factor is now done, and a whiffed super. All he needs to do is get the punish. I don't think that reaches.
No! Sichise just doesn't go. However, this is going to be so much damage. So much damage. Can he confirm? Yes, he can. However, this is a full Thanos, no X Factor. What? The freaking box dash. Apparently, Kevin has those. Tries to teleported right into Shadow Lady's rapid kicks.
Oh, she could block this and punish. Does Kevin have a combo that kills here? It goes for the very early super, and then... Oh, what's he gonna do to follow up here? Both of them are looking relatively even on life, but this is looking scary because Thanos has a meter available, and his air dash button is just good. And with that, ABC level 3 was in fact not enough damage to kill the healthy boy that is Thanos.
Nah, I think Kevin just wanted... I think Kevin just wanted to get as much damage as they could and then try and get Oki because they're... I'm sorry. What? She's playing Puppet and Maya today? Ooh, very nice coverage. Phoenix and Maya. Here's the thing. Phoenix and Maya is, while extremely hard to play, they have so much air control. It's actually so much screen control in general that getting in on them is near impossible if you don't know what you're doing. So just let everybody know, Nick Bad on the player 1 side, Isisera on the player 2 side. That is going to be a confirm from Phoenix, and Maya gets the summoning. Objection overruled. And that's going to be a dead Carnage. So now let's see what assists they have for Phoenix and Maya. That is going to be Evidence Present Vase, which holds down so much ground here. Capcom gets the Captain Sword confirm. Doesn't get the Captain Fire. You have to jump for that one. X holding down the ground. And now, once again, this is going to be so much here. The web zip, no way. The hitbox is that big. And one thing you need to know about Phoenix and Maya is that Maya comes in right when Phoenix does. Objection overruled. Double objection. Spends it all. And Electroha will get the win. That is going to be one on Isisera's side, and they might be trying out the character, but their Phoenix and Maya was holding on strong. So we have a character switch here. Nick Bad trying to deal with this with the laser from Captain Commando. Captain Fire will go through normal projectiles. Uh-oh. Tried to go for Phoenix Orb, unfortunately gets hit by Captain Fire. Sorry about that laugh, guys. That was my roommate watching Vox Machina. By the way, shout out to that thing. It's really funny. As we come on back into the match, Spider-Gwen coming on, getting that confirmed from the low web zip into Maximum Gwen. Just enough damage. Carnage has a lot of work to do here. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he's going to really be able to do much here. Maximum Gwen coming in through. No spending meter there. Happy birthday to X. I don't think they wanted to do the TAC. Wow. Oh, okay. I thought they were caught by the web ball there. No, they were actually caught by X. Web zip going on in once again. Web zip cancel normals have been messing with Nick Bad all match here. That is going to be a wrap. Sakura didn't even need to super, just wanted to put a nice pretty little bow on it. And that is going to be 2 matches up, 2 matches down. Uh-oh. We are getting some technical difficulties here, chat. Just 1 second here. It seems like we're getting just a little bit of problems, so we will try our best to get these matches back underway. Yeah, at least it was towards the beginning of the match. Yeah. Me too, Tabs. I honestly thought that was fixed as well. It seems like there was just... It seems like it was just weird coincidence. To be fair, you can try and patch something, and then there will always come a situation where you just didn't think of it. So, to be fair, they could have patched it, but there came a situation that they just didn't think of, so. Alright, so, once again, we are back with the matches here. Momentum has been stopped because of that unfortunate accident there. Sakura is going to come on in. That was a beautiful summon in order there. That is a... No, you can't do that. That doesn't matter. Objection overruled. It gives Phoenix a heavy knockdown, invulnerability, so you still can't hit him while he's going down. Try to go for the Glocka. Didn't work. Nick Bad trying to go for the OTGs, and apparently this is Smash Brawl because Isis Sarah tried to go for the fall down there. Sorry about that, guys. I had a cough and wanted to make sure you guys didn't hear me hack my lungs out. Coming back into the match, Whirly Bird. X Factor on deck, yes indeed. Tried to go for a little American reset there, unless that was intentional. Good air throw. Order in the court, objection overruled. X Factor, and that is a dead Carnage. Still a lot of work to do. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is what happens if you have a really good Puppet and Maya character. Because if you know what you're doing, you can cover so much screen space. And there's nothing you can really do. Objection overruled. See, that's what I'm talking about. Having knockdown and vulnerabilities, nothing you can really do if you have the meter to spend. Good catch. Super Captain Fire. Can't really do much with it because he doesn't have a DHC. Good slide, air throw. Can he confirm? Yes, she can. The game might have been stopped, but the momentum keeps going on. X with the confirmed kill. Reploider, no. He gets the job done. Well, except for X6. We don't talk about X6. So, yeah. For still, the fact that you were controlling such an amount of space, especially in X Factor, by presenting Maya's sister's phone and then having Maya use her phone on top of that, there was just so much there. Going into this match here, we have Remora on player 1 side and Heath on player 2, and if this keeps going, Heath's Monster Hunter is going to get carded real quick. This is gonna hurt with that Power Blaster. DHC, yes indeed.
And goes for it, has the access to the Strike Flurries still. Went for the 2H. I think that the beam there might have been enough, but gets the reset anyways. Remora taking advantage of this time before Carol had some changes to her to make her more like MVCI. Oh, and it looks like there was a moment there where we got an Ultron or Ultron own T-pose coming up, but didn't impact. Like, that's how adaptive Remora is. He sees a T-pose come up on screen, and it doesn't make him drop his combo. He's just ready to keep doing things.
T's in the chat, by the way. I'm not asking for T's in the chat. I'm just saying there are T's in the chat because apparently Ultron spilled the T. What? Delay jabs. Honestly thought that was going to be a pickup there. So there's a grenade in Hunk's pocket and 4 meters in the bag.
There's nothing. There's nothing left in Captain Marvel's pockets after that, though. Hunk took everything she had, took her meter, took her life, just like going in, and now DMC1 Dante. X Factor's been used, and it looks like this is going to be a situation where if he gets the hit, he has level 3 available, and Marvel 2 Sentinel's an amazingly strong character, but dealing with the types of space control that Hunk has are actually pretty obnoxious for him, unless just Hunk drops things, and now we're getting to see Remora do some Hyper Sentinel Force. Is he going to have cool things afterwards? Goes for the double spit into Rocket Punch, and because of the bounce, ends up dropping the opportunity and gets hit for his troubles. Level 3 is available. Will not keep it easy enough? Yeah, this is the end of Marvel 2 Sentinel. Has a full combo after it and just goes straight into Super. It's going to take that. There was a moment there where it looked like, Marvel 2 Sentinel might do something nice for Remora. We've seen so much value out of his other characters for him, but that's one of the first times we've seen like the glimmer of Marvel 2 Sentinel getting close to popping off. But he's just too stable, able to make it through with the Hunk even after having such a challenging time with Monster Hunter and Ultron. one of those things with this game. You need to make sure you don't give up. You have the opportunity to do so much, even if you're down to your last character.
Nice TAC counter there by Remora there, and they're gonna try and go for something here. Instead, it's gonna be a Power Blaster trying to punish Heath from using JH so much. It's such a powerful button, but if you rely on it too much, you're gonna get countered just like that. Unfortunately, not in time. And now Heath with Ultron there is gonna pop the OTG. That's a dead Carol, and Ultron's got some breakfast. What's on top? And it's Dante.
Dante, great breakfast support. Anyone that could give you jam session. This one can't, but he gives you guns instead. Very kind Dante still. You want to have him on your breakfast, you want to have him on any team you could have him on. He's a valuable, useful character. It keeps showing why Ultron's a valuable character for him, but not if he gets happy birthday with Hunk. Is going to lose Ultron, is going to lose Hunk, and now Monster Hunter tries to do this all by herself. X Factors and gets the armored hit even though she was getting caught in the toes. Sometimes you just need to respect the armor in this game.
Yeah, in the case of Monster Hunter, especially with heavy Greatsword Slash, which we will have to hope to see in the next game as Remora takes it. It has armor up the wazoo. Once she starts, unless you're throwing her, it does not stop. Very nice breakaway. Unfortunately, that is going to be an easily recognizable happy birthday. Hunk is already dead. Monster Hunter looking soon to follow, and the Power Blaster already does it. Less than 8 ticks. Ultron has been saying his entire life he could do it alone. Now he needs to put his money where his mouth is.
And a level 3 is a good way of showing where your money is. Decides to invest all of his meter, but still has X Factor available, goes in with the pressure, and Remora holding up back for his life, making sure to advance guard everything. But he could only block for so long, and now is going to be punished. It's going to be all up to Marvel 2 Sentinel, but X Factor is running dry. I think Ultron's going to need 2 hits if he wants to kill here, or just be like super optimal. But that's the first of those hits. Not enough, is going to get the throw immediately afterwards. But one of the things that's just like great design about Tabs' Ultron is that if he gets the throw and he needs to get the OTG to confirm, the throw plus the orb is just so many hits that you're always going to get a pretty low damage starter for it. And it requires you to use resources so much better to get something out of it. Is this gonna kill? It leaves him at a pixel. And MVC2 Sentinel can definitely kill if he gets 1 touch here, but no touch is gone.
Don't forget, we're still in the middle of the big C, so 6 feet, Sentinel, 6 feet. Heath coming away with that win with Ultron. He can indeed do it by himself, and now we have a color, possibly an assist switch here on Remora's end.
He may be using the up guns because we have seen in that match that he lost specifically, Ultron was doing a lot of work from the air. And if you notice that there's a specific thing that's the reason why you lose, and you know you have a specific answer to it, it is worth making adjustments where you can. Oh, but Monster Hunter is going to get reset. Poor thing, didn't get the opportunity to play again. Ifnov has a cool Monster Hunter, but we just have not been getting to see it these sets as Remora oppresses him in the corner and just gets rid of the character.
Does not want to deal with any of that armor. Ultron coming on in, goes for the side switch. It actually confirms side switch again off of the crouching Ultron. Do they have enough to kill?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to use 1 meter. And with the single meter usage, Ultron dies. We've seen the X Factor 3 Hunk put in work, but Remora's in a situation he still has X Factor himself. He has tons of meter and just hits with the button immediately. And Carol and X Factor, you don't even need to do anything complex. The character is going to die. And with that, Remora's going up 2-1 over the Heath Dolphin.
It's actually, so that's actually going to be, yeah, that's going to be, wait. 2-2 actually?
Oh, is it 2-2? Oh, it's 2-2? Oh yeah, because the Hunk was able to be so clutch in that other game.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I had been
say,
like,
wait, 2-1.
I was like, well, Hunk didn't manage to do it this time, so must have not. Last time it's like, oh wait, his other Hunk was just too godlike. That's right. Now it looks like going with the Venom again instead of the Monster Hunter. How do you feel about making that shift back to Venom?
I actually completely agree with this change. Monster Hunter, while putting in a lot of work with that JH, was getting predicted over and over. Venom might just be what he needs. The funny thing is, after the change, Remora in the character select was actually highlighting Monster Hunter, almost as if to say, can you go back, please?
And it looks like that may be the answer. It goes for the THC, and it has enough time to kill off Captain Marvel. I think this is the first time that he's managed to get the first kill of the set. So this is, and the pressure in the corner is just so long lasting, and when you hit with that bite, they are on the ground, you have one eternity to confirm it. And even if they're in the air, you still have a ton of hit stun to work with. Is going to go for the loops, but didn't have the timing right to make sure the gun picks up immediately. It's going to be able to just get the reset. Decides to use the meter, would prefer to get the win instead of the potential drop. Now gets the instant overhead on Sentinel, and...
Wow! And there it is, Remora just deciding, nah, I can't. Spider-Gwen extremely fast, Carnage can cover, Dante can cover. Funny enough, the exact same thing on the other side. Iceman actually has a lot of coverage, while Shadow Lady and Wesker is extremely fast. Spider-Gwen coming on in and...
has combos? Oh, has most of a combo. Was doing one of the corner wet ball loops. She has a lot of hit stun on her tools and is able to loop wet balls as one of her many ways of approaching combos. But this time is getting thrown. No confirm from Kevin off of the throw, but manages to reestablish the spacing that he wants. And that can just be so powerful, especially when you have an assist like Shadow Lady and an assist like Stars Wesker, where you can take very little risk at different portions of the screen. Still be able to get value. Misses his OTG, and now is going to go for the late DHC into Stars Wesker. Level 2 gets invested, and is going to be able to hit the Shadow Lady. So since it's a cinematic, gets around all of the Stars Wesker rockets that come from the sky. And Shadow Lady getting an opportunity to get in here and turn off Spider-Gwen's theme song, Profound Sadness, but it looks like Kevin Ha's going to invest this opportunity in not just killing Spider-Gwen, but taking out DMC1 Dante as well. Oh, greediest of the Ha's has made sure that he's not going to spend any meter, wants it all for killing this Carnage. Ooh, but unfortunate drop there, is going to need to see what he could do about that. We have seen Carnages today, but we've seen a lot of Carnages getting hit. Let's see if Pimente is going to be able to do something with this Anchor Carnage. Has X Factor 3 and almost 3 meters on deck, but let's see if just like getting around the helicopter bullets, what tools he has available to do that.
Yeah, Carnage has a lot of tools. There is a lot of movement and momentum there. The problem is that he doesn't really have projectiles. Oh, he doesn't need them. Oh no, confirm! Rhino Stopper, and now that is an extremely bleeding Carnage, and that is one bullet that is going to do it. That's all it takes, one unfortunate drop, and that was it.
And with that, Kevin was able to set up the Ice Beam with the Wesker assist, where it hit kind of high, so he was able to link Ice Beam, Wesker, Ice Beam, and that is incredibly scary as an amount of damage to take when you're full screen away.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Marvel 2. Like, just Spider-Gwen just taking raw Ice Beams, and look at how much she's already down.
Oh, she was about to do so much damage. Very nice work. Pimente showing with the Spider-Gwen. They have some tech there, but just haven't quite gotten the opportunity to get the finishes with it. And Kevin showing that he has the fundamentals, he has the space control, and then he has the pressure in the corner, gets the throw, and gets the confirm off of it. He's going to do jump loops. Is only getting up to like 200k here before meter, but has multiple DHCs available should he desire it. Goes for the kick, ends up going for the Shadow Lady beam. This will be enough to take out DMC1 Dante.
More than enough, and we're back to Wesker with that control. Carnage coming on in, JH trying to get as much as he can. That's going to be Crumple Stance. Confirmed with the extension. Wall with no ice. And that is going to be one dead symbiote. Once again, Kevin
Ha,
just Kevin Ha. Like, what else do you say, Kevin Ha?
It's one of those things where a lot of people assume if someone's a TO that they don't really play the game and they're just kind of there appreciating the scene, but Kevin Ha both plays and does all the work to support things, pulling that Elven Shadow goodness out, and like, yeah, I could be both the top player in the thing and also be someone who makes sure that events happen and run on time and are able to function.
Also, TOs don't play their own games. Have they met Jabali?
And the knockdown discorder.
Oh, Ice Spike decides to try to go for the Oki instead. Just decides to go back, eat ice, and he ate it indeed. Eat ice once again, just to control. What do you do?
Ice has not been good for either of their diets. It hasn't done anything good for Dante, hasn't done anything good for Carnage. I think that Iceman is not the person you ask for medical advice. But now X Factor used on both sides, and that's X Factor 1 for Kevin Ha and X Factor 3 for Pimento. X Factor 1 is enough to get this confirmed. Is it going to kill? It hits Carnage, and it barely leaves him alive. He has one more opportunity. Let's see if he takes it. And unfortunately for him, the ice beam to the face to remove Carnage. And now, that's going to be Kevin Ha moving on in the loser's bracket, and Pimente is unfortunately out of the tournament. Better luck next time.
Sorry, but sometimes you just go up against a controlling force like an Iceman, getting supported of pressure and control on player one side. And we also have Ultron, Venom, and Hunk. On Heath's side, no button check required. Let's just go straight in it. And that's going to be so much damage. Devour everything indeed. That's going to be a happy birthday. And unfortunately, that's mandatory attendance on 2. Spider-Gwen is going to have a lot of work to do. She can do it, but it's going to be a lot. Now, once again, guys, there's been a change to Venom. You gotta get used to his new weight. Heath doesn't seem to have a problem here, especially considering that is going to be a quick 3-up, 3-down OCV with 77 left on the clock, and we are already going to match 2. Heath getting the combo early. He's got the meter. He's got the confirm. Puppet and Maya have a lot of HP though. So that's still going to need to be some Oki. And there it is, an overhead for breakfast, and that was more than enough to put Isis on the map and in the ground. But this time Spider-Gwen is coming in with an assist, but gets caught. Keith has days to confirm that. Gets the combo once again. He has... maybe I shouldn't say anything. I don't want to activate commentator's curse. Death Bite. Confirms, and he has yet to drop that combo. Once again, Venom putting in so much work! No jobs required! Just hire Venom. That's all you need. 7 golden letters. And we have a perfect on Heath's side. Ain't no perfect this time. Hunk is actually bleeding quite a bit. Finally getting to control some space. Tried to go for Venom Rush. Didn't work. Gets the 6H. If he doesn't drop this, that's a dead P&M. Fang gets it. Venom throw. He's got the butter. He's gonna spend it. Sorry, but that's a dead lawyer. Just so much damage. Gets the correction. Venom Fang. gets the second. Do I hear 3? Do I hear 4? Don't need to, she's gone. And once again, he is working on an OCV, but the trap mixes him up. His own trap betrays. X is actually alive. Shotgun going in. Isis Sarah, not one to just leave without their scars. Goes in with a slash. X Factor is about to run out. Shotgun doesn't hit. Oh no, I don't think they wanted that. Isis Sarah needs to fight in order to stay alive. It's all on this X. It's all on this tiny Reploid. Going to go for Super Buster. Tries to control the space with drones. Does not work. Gets the air throw. Electroha. 1 down. Can Isis do it? Can she pull it off? Catches the Venom throw. Oh, and unfortunately that 6H is going to catch it. Isis Sarah putting in so much work only for Venom to go, I just wanted you to marinate. About the Cammy Hunk matchup. Because we've seen that before, but we've never really talked about it in depth.
Cammy has tools both on the ground and in the air for changing where she is horizontally, which I think is pretty good because a lot of characters, if your only way to move forward is on the ground, you're going to have a hard time against Hunk. And, oh, that had been such a good potential approach, but then amazing work by Quack, changing up his timing at exactly the point that it was needed to get himself out of that corner, avoid the diving kick, and was able to get away, but he didn't kill Cammy, and we're going to see Cancola make this a problem for him. Gets rid of half of Hunk's life before the DHC, goes straight into the Beam Super from Thanos, has the follow-up available, doesn't get the full thing because with that level hit stun deterioration there was a flip out, but now Thanos was tagged in and he's not going to get to survive. He does get to survive. Ooh, this is what... But Cammy dying as an assist hurts her so much, and the beam's going to get the opportunity for Thanos to get hit again. This is a very scrambly match. Nobody is quite killing, but they're continuously setting up situations. And now with the Thanos mirror, when that cube is out, it needs to be respected. It has a ton of durability, it's really slow and takes this for a really long period of time. And this DHC going to connect ends up just DHCing through the full team. Just because your second character doesn't have a DHC that'll get there doesn't mean you can't kill the character. And Quack showing us that sometimes it's worth investing the 3 meters because better that than having the character live and come back on you.
Now this is a horrible situation that that Cancola is in because Asura does have quite a bit of options for damage and mobility, but against a team that can control space just like this, unfortunately there's not really much that Asura can do.
Oh, and he ended up using meter but not getting the confirm. The Cancola is at risk here. It looks like Quack trying to get himself into winners finals. Let's see what adjustments Cancola can make. But moving forward, but still giving a lot of space at the beginning of this matchup. Does not want to have to deal with the scrambles, and it seems like the Quack is very willing to switch when he feels threatened, bring in a character that's a little bit brawlier, but these raw tags have been a little concerning. Cancola going for a combo, but then with the drop is going to leave Quack with the opportunity to play. Gets the combo immediately afterwards though. With the knockdown, has so much meter on deck. Even though Thanos is a healthy boy, he's not 3 meters worth of healthy, and this is going to likely be the end of him.
Oh no, doesn't get the 2H! And that's going to be a free DHC. Very nice triangle dash by Cancola. Unfortunately, does not get the full thing because the assist actually comes in and saves Ken. So now here comes Quack. Does not get the axe kick. But he does get this one.
And with the follow. Oh, didn't get the Tiger knee for his Hadouken, but maintaining this pressure in the corner very solidly. There have been a lot of this here. Quack has found his characters, and it's nice to see the full range of nuttiness, but also space control play with lots of movement available. Like, people can find so many different ways to express themselves with the palette swap characters and all of the EX DLC and other cool stuff.
Beautiful spiral arrow by Ken Colo there, by the way. Because it's low enough to get through bullets. Unfortunately, you still need a startup for it. So that is going to be Ken dead to chip damage, and we are back in a familiar position here, where unfortunately Asura is just going to have to hold this.
And Quackbot managed to get that hit off of the cross through with the Thanos assist, and didn't quite get the kill, but still managed to set up the situation that won him the game. Now up 2-0. And this time, Quack actually walked forward at the beginning. We see the player that's been doing more zoning, just like holding forward at the beginning of the match, and it's still seems to be working out pretty well for him. He had ended up knocked all the way back to the corner, but her combo whiffed the DP was not there, and now it has to retain all of this screen again, or regain it, since Hunk with full screen is just so damaging, has managed to take her out mostly with those zoning tools, and it looks like Quack really wants to get that cross up again. This time it wasn't set up in such a way that it ended up working, but we can see that it wants to keep the thread up with it, and very nice work weaving back and forth, but that weave was caught by the can of cola, and now let's see what happens with Thanos having incoming available. Throw? Seen that there's a very willingness to DP here. Let's see if that comes into play, and it immediately does. Goes for it, and goes for not just the DP, but the DP super. And with the beam on deck, both players need to use their X Factor to try and stay safe. I feel that this benefits Quack a decent amount, just because both of these characters kind of need to move forward, but looks like Cancola taking advantage of the situation. Going into the Tyrant's Decree, smashing him down to the ground. Will Asura even need to play? Oh, not if they get Happy Birthday. Let's see if Thanos can clean this up, though.
Fake cross up into Emperor's Stand. Sovereign Decree. That's so much damage. And gets to confirm second Sovereign Decree, and that's a dead Cancola making the adjustments. And putting them on the board 1-2. And gets clipped by that Ken assist once again. Gets to confirm this time. Gets the extension. Spiral arrow.
Getting to show off what got them up here and what's going to get them into winners finals if they keep this up. Hunk is dead, and Hunk has been one of the main problems going on here. Goes for a teleport mix-up in the corner. Quack is ready for it and manages to immediately re-engage in footsies. One of the things that's nice if you're a character that has a good dash is that your ability to engage and disengage is very high, so if you see someone whiff, you're just able to get so many more whiff punishes when you're a character with such an aggressive dash like Ken.
Very nice. Went for palm loops, didn't work out, got an American reset off of the throw, and now we are just left trying to figure out how to scratch it. That is going to be a throw. Sovereign Decree in level 3 X Factor. So much damage. Tyrant Shield gets the teleport. That is free. And now we have to deal with a Mad Titan at level 3 X Factor with more than half to go. Final Judgment, that's so much chip on deck. Has to take it again because they're not in the air.
So one thing worth noting is that in the balance of that beam, it angles up forwards, so if you crouch in the opposite corner, you could avoid a lot of that chip, which you can't do on most beams. Oh, but Cammy here getting the hit. Does Asura have the DHC timing for the follow-up? Ends up doing the level 1, and level 1 is not going to kill, but going to go for a zoning Asura, not normally the way that we see that character played, but the OTG does not come out. Cammy's gonna get snapped in. Does she get the opportunity? She just immediately dive kicks and kills Thanos. Now, that's Cancola tying it up. It's 2-2 now?
Yes, indeed. That is 2-2. Cancola making the adjustment. And it seems the answer is kill Hunk as soon as possible. And it is working wonders. Hunk is not doing well. TAC tries to go for the reset, and it seems that Quack immediately recognized what's happening and is trying to salvage Hunk as much as possible.
I like when you're able to save a character, save your character. Having access to the full range of what your team can do is just so important. And seeing that Ken is putting in all this work, and now the 3 meters are available, could DH through the entire team and get this kill on Thanos. They only need 2, but I think they need all 3 meters. Oh, decides not to use it. Just like
Went
wants
for
to
the fake
reset
cross up
set.
Tatsu also.
Taps over Cammy's head. This girl seems quite short. First seeing Venom Fang just whiff over her, and then just like Ken's jab whiff over her. Seems like Cammy paid attention in the Morgan and Phoenix class of ducking, learning that people will not hit you as effectively if you are a smaller target. But X Factor Hunk. X Factor is unfortunately draining for Can-Cola as well. But fortunately there was the trade there. Managed to not get Asura killed or Cammy killed. But all of these shots are just going to the remainder of that X Factor time. And now it's all up to Anchor or Asura against the full team. No X Factor for either of them. But Asura has to deal with a mountain of threats here.
And we've seen that Can-Cola doesn't really have an answer for a full team like this. However, Hunk is not on point this time. So let's see if he actually has, if Can-Cola has an answer. That is a raw office tag into Ken. Unfortunately, there's no answer to it. Can-Cola, it seems like they're scrambling here. 5 bars of butter on deck, and there is no confirmation, no answer, no nothing here. Everything seems to be just held. Wild shot super.
Oh, but the Ken Tatsu assist, along with being a combo tool, also game ender there. And with that, in a close 2-3 set, both of these players putting in the work, and Cole is going to be sent to loser's bracket, but is still in this. So it looks like remaining in bracket, in winners finals, we have Hefnoff versus the Quackbot.
You have to respect it. It's not something that you can just see because it's extremely fast, but it's also not something that you can just get over because it's a DP. It's something that you just have to respect. It's almost like Captain Corridor, except faster.
Yes, it is a very good tool, highly recommended, and we see Kevin seems to be prioritizing getting to the opposite side of the screen, using ice beams, and then using one of his assists to try and control space around him. But Xbox was able to get in around that, and is going for the THC with his beam, manages to do a number of damage on Stars Wesker, and Iceman's bleeding pretty badly too here, but gets the throw into no confirm, but gets the assist off of it. This is going to huge damage on Venom, loses over half his life. Stars Wesker lost most of his life as an assist, so he may die here before he even gets the chance to play. Oh, and no, it may be both Iceman and Stars Wesker who die, because that dry tag looks like something right out of the office right there. And X Factor immediately used. Kevin wanted to protect his Shadow Lady, make sure that she wasn't going to get blown up. Because of this, he's managed to save her, and now X Factor is entirely used by Best Xbox. It's going to be down to just a tiny fraction of Wesker, not even a tiny fraction of Wesker, Dark Shadow Lady all the way. We saw Dark Shadow Lady almost do this before. Do you think she's going to just sweep this whole team?
She has the possibility to. She has the damage, she's got the speed, and with level 3 X Factor, she has got the literal drive. However, on the other side, we have Hunk, X Factor or no, the control, the damage, and the absolute oppression that is Hunk is not going to be enough. Sichise, Sankukyak. I'm sorry, Kevin coming in saying, your last character's who? Your last character's what? I'm sorry, I was just preparing a gravestone while you were explaining that.
Kevin delivering a lot of gravestones this tournament, and it looks like we're getting some air DP. I wonder if that was trying to read something or if it was actually going for the air Hadouken instead. But Ken's going to get the opportunity to play here. Best Xbox willing to just back off when he knows he doesn't have the combo, doesn't want to overinvest in, doesn't understand. Is But now is back to full screen, exactly where Kevin wants him, just shooting, and has been very willing to use these THCs in order to try and take control of the screen when he's dealing with these zoning situations. But now there are no THCs left. He's all out of meter, and Stars Wesker gets to actually get in safely this time.
Popped Ken! He actually popped Ken mid-assist.
Yes, indeed. And Venom here, now trying to deal, just using the Hunk Assist and trying to put down some traps, but this is a pretty scary situation, and does not respect the helicopter bullets. When those come out, they are going to come out, control the space above Wesker, control the space in front of him, and along with that, they control the space even if it gets hit, so they need to be respected no matter what.
Try to go for the easy stuff. That might be enough damage. No, it's not. And decided not to try and go for the chip with Death Bite. Very nice. Goes for the DP assist. Hunk is actually bleeding quite a bit.
Oh, and the DHC is so fast that it's going to work, and that level 3 unfortunately was not going to help anyways. And Hunk, even though X Factor is activated, is losing all of her life. No, an extra opportunity to play, but this is still looking pretty scary as X Factor goes down. And Kevin being very good about shooting when he's able to, and then going back to pressing that air S when someone tries to dash under him.
And here's the scariest part. He still has Magnum ready to go. Didn't even need it. Flip kick is all that it's going to take. And that is going to be 2-0 in Kevin's favor. And we are back to the Iceman neutral.
Just this time, he's been holding forward a lot more with Iceman. In those previous games, we saw those Ice Beams come out. This time, we see that fast forward that he has, and was able to use it to confirm into a dead 10.
2 meters. That's all it took. Good Venom Fang there. And now we got Best Xbox trying to take control of the match here. Unfortunately, he now has to deal with Iceman neutral. And he has yet to confirm a long Venom combo. I don't know if this is an experimental character or what, but he's been dropping extremely consistently.
And Kevin had that there, but ended up getting sandwiched between the characters after the drop, and when you get sandwiched between an assist and the point character, it can be terrifying. The dash-in swinging buttons is sometimes all you need to do. Make sure that you interrupt them when they're trying to do something with a little bit longer startup, and just to get the double gun into the corner knockdown. Using 2 meters, one of the things that's nice is when you have Stars Wesker in second, since he's such a good user of THC, having access to it only being 2 meters instead of all 3 of your meters can be incredibly useful. Now, just going to kill off this Hunk before there's even any chance. Best Xbox using some tech that does not help in any way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, It was not able to save him. So,
Kevin, don't drop those. Kevin, don't drop those. The Remora headset. Even then, Kevin showing us that are being hunkered down by a Sentinel with bombs. By the way, just a little shout out to for the chat here. We have a confirmed exhibition here. We have Heath versus Zeno happening a little after the tournament. So stay tuned for that as we get into these matches here.
That'll be exciting. And we are seeing Captain Marvel get hit in the face. This is one of those situations where Escalante shows that he doesn't just play traditional Marvel, he plays some palette swap too and is putting that pressure on in the corner. And he was able to do things for so long. He even blocked the first stand H from Remora, but when more buttons came out, he was not ready for them. And the dry tag into Hunk, it looks like seeing all of the value that's coming from our other Hunk players tonight, Escalante joining the squad.
Yeah, a lot of Hunk representation in this tournament tonight. Surprisingly, not a lot of DMC1 Dante representation, and here we have a reason why he should be put on the map. Remora was doing some good work with Dante, and instead is getting caught by Mash Escalante.
So I think that Mash is actually sponsored. Like, I think they're actually sponsorship as opposed to just meme stats, but I don't actually.
Oh, I figured. I'm just saying that is a godlike name.
And this time, Marvel 2 Sentinel's getting to do things and gets the reset. Remora had previously done some pausing when this character came in, so it's nice to see him having a little bit more faith in his capability to be terrifying with the robot, especially in the corner. And even though that took a lot of resets, that still got rid of the character. He still has X-Factor available and all of the meter in the world. Manages to get the X-Factor out of Escalante. And now, like, a Hyper Sentinel Force can incredibly scary at any of these points. You can even see the normal come out there. Just saw Rashid's life bar go away in such a short period of time, and Hunk can potentially get the kill here. He has enough X-Factor time left that he may be able to build his level 3. Doesn't have trust that there will be enough hits done. There's one more chance for Remora to play. A good hit is going to seal this for either player, and Remora has lots of meter available. Oh, doesn't even need a good hit, converts it very quickly, but doesn't. Still gets the rocket punch follow-up, however.
Sometimes resets are all you need. I mean, I know we're not playing Dragon Ball, but hey, I mean, resets are still in your favor. And we've seen on more than one occasion, Remora knows how to cha-cha. He knows how to play Sentinel. Speaking of cha-chas, dances, and shall we say special occasions, we got a happy birthday here. Hunk really hurting, super round trip from Dante, and now we have a massive gap that Escalante needs to cover.
And is going to have to do it with only half of his X-Factor time available too. And you don't want to be blocking Carol in the corner. It's such a gigantic body as NPC. No, it is not a fun situation to be in. Oh, but the combo dropped, and instead Remora just dances on him a little more, showing what can happen if he gets momentum. That first game, Escalante had managed to do so much with his Rashid, get some work done with Hunk. That second game, Remora just got momentum and was able to go off.
Funny thing is, towards the end there, a little bit of Sentinel-specific stuff from Remora. Really cool. Though it's a lot easier with X-Factor. Try to adjust for the Sentinel Force there. Just didn't get it, but gets the reset instead. Once again, trying to adjust for Sentinel Force. Power Blaster.
And
catches Hunk swinging.
Harvest is not going to be a combo, but is going to give the opportunity to turn neutral into Remora's favor. Hunk is bleeding pretty badly right now. If a hit happens on Rashid, this is going to not be just one character taking massive damage. This is going to be the end of Rashid and 4/5 of Hunk going away as well. The cross under is masterful, and with that, looks like Remora is going to try and finish this off, make it a quick 3-0, gets the knockdown on Sentinel, has all the meter he might need, goes into the command throw into level 3, and with that, Remora is going to move on semis.
Quick 3-0. Remora did not want to have to deal with anything from that team. All three of that team were potential killers, and Remora just said, nah, I'm going to increase the speed of this game. If you can't follow, that's enough.
And I'm going to have to hop off to fight Kevin real quick.
So we have Iceman, who controls the long-range, long-distance game plan. And on the other hand, we have Phoenix and Maya that control more of a personal, more of an intimate space. And as you can see right here, Iceman already controlling the space, going for jump loops. Unfortunately, that just does not work on PNM. Objection overruled. Maximum Gwen. So what's breakfast looking like? Oh, breakfast interrupted. That Shadow Lady assist. Once again, the DP will not care. Very nice web zip. Almost got to confirm, but no faith in it. Oh, went for the raw tag. Did not get punished. Wesker covering so that Gwen couldn't really do much there. Good confirm. Isis Sarah, once again, gift wrapping Shadow Lady. She is a bot, so maybe some kid at Christmas will like her. Objection overruled. which gives more than enough time for Maya to come through, and the papers come out anyways. Unfortunately, it seems Shadow Lady was meant not for paperwork, but for something else. And now, once again, the small phone is going to put so much coverage. You have to respect it. You have to either keep moving or you have to take the chip damage. Kevin getting hit by a raw smack from Phoenix over here. Objection overruled, and that's going to be taking Mr. Wesker. And once again, you have to respect it. Had he used a cutscene or something, maybe that would have worked, but unfortunately, Kevin is now going to be putting into a massively downsized position. And it seems like paperwork is going to be the end of Iceman in Game 1. So, Game 2, papers, once again, papers, more paperwork, Kevin's gonna have to look for a chance to either change or get into a better position here. He's gonna opt for the change. Shadow Lady gets snapped. That is basically a dead Wesker, and as I say, and once again, we have a controlled position where that small mini phone is going to control the space. Kevin has had enough. Iceman coming through. Oh no, didn't get the timing. There will be no mission complete this time. Order in the court, which will give more than enough time for Maya to come through once again. Shotgun objection, and Spider-Gwen will come on through, so Phoenix will be perfectly fine. Just all these projectiles, all this, and more in a bag of chips. Isisera more than okay with hanging back, trying to protect all spaces, web zip angled. Isisera trying to go through, trying to finish things. So, oh no! Ultimate web throw with the confirm!
Do you want to redo?
And that's gonna be Isisera putting 2 on the board! Kevin trying to stay in the air, catches Isisera, button pressing. Tries to go for a snow slide, gets caught. One bad thing about Phoenix and Maya is that he has to give orders, and that takes time. Possibly a dead Phoenix here. Possibly nothing. That is a dead Phoenix. That's going to be a reload. That was a perfectly executed web zip. Literally perfectly timed to the frame. Maximum Gwen. Lightning armor. Not enough damage, but that is going to be enough to chip him out. Swaps back to Gwen. Gets covered by the X-Buster. That assist is so good. Very nice, choosing to put some damage on Shadow Lady, but not trying to overly commit there. Goes for a web zip throw? You can cancel it into a throw? That's ridiculous. Maximum Gwen, let's wrap up this Iceman. What's the extra? No! Decides to go for, decides to put things back to neutral. Let it snow. Missile Barrage. Unfortunately, Spider-Gwen's jump height will say no to that. We got web cancel loops. And once again, Maximum Gwen, that should put Shadow Lady away, it does. And now Iceman, with no help, is going to have to try and put this away. Good start. Ice Spike cannot get the rest of that health. Good slide. Oh wow, very ballsy going for the X slash. All Isisera needs to do is either kill or hold out for 15 ticks here, and she is more than content to try and hold out. Let it snow. He's trying. Kevin is trying so hard, and he is now an advantage. Let it snow is going to take it.
See, sometimes when you're struggling in a matchup, you gotta slide. You gotta slide.
Yeah, but I didn't know that meant sliding on people. Also, shout out to Heath coming on in as these really awesome matches coming on in. Phoenix getting caught once again, and here we have the fundamental weakness of PNM just readily shown. If Phoenix cannot summon Maya, there's basically nothing he can do if you do not give him that time.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright and Maya is an interesting concept because it's like they're a very strong zoning character, but they're also very limited to the ground, which creates an interesting dynamic. Like, I think you can really make teams that mess up Phoenix and Maya like pretty handily, but it's still hard. Like that cell phone stuff that Sarah was doing before.
Yeah, like double cell phone is extremely mad pressure. Very nice. Web zip gets caught by the DP assist and blocks all of the bullets of the helicopter call.
So solo X here. Here's the thing about X. X now has come out of the shadows a little bit, but like this character is nuts. This character is so good. Behold, lightning loops. Lightning loops. These are your grandma's lightning loops. These are pea-brain easy. Not to take away any credit from Isis Era. Oh, drops the last hit needed. Gonna give Kevin a safe DHC option out. Pops the X Factor when he didn't need to.
Maybe not so safe as you thought. Stars Wesker is going to be going down. Iceman is going to be taking, funny enough, Shotgun Ice.
Yeah, gotta slide would have worked. That's all I'm saying. Oh my god, he knew. He heard me. he knows what's up. Yo, Shadow Lady. Okay, now this is a rough one here. The zoning game is pretty tough here, but yeah, you know, Kevin navigating those beams very well, using that air dash very smart. Here's the thing, Kevin does have 4 bars a meter here, so we'll have to see if he opts to use them a bit defensively, or if he's just going to continue with the offense here. Continuing the air dash pressure, gets hit by X, but yeah, the neutral just keeps getting reset.
20 ticks left on the board, and Isisera is going to need to do something here, or else Kevin is going to put another one on the board. That is not the correct option to do, and now Isis is up front. Shotgun Ice is going to put Isisera even further. That's going to be 10 ticks!
It's so tough. I think that doing the beam super was a good idea, but the problem is you have to do it reactively. It's like if you preemptively shoot it and Isisera blocks there, I mean, you saw what happened. X does level 3 Buster, confirms into the Hado super. Very tough matchup. Well played by Isisera, well played by Kevin Ha. Not only your host,
because he's been taking a dump on a lot of big names here.
All right, that was... Okay.
When you got that.
You know... Anyway, so moving on to the match here, we got Remora. Remora getting clipped by the Cammy here. Now, here's the thing about Remora. Remora's an amazing player, right? You know this. He's an amazing player in regular Marvel. He's very good in Talent Swap Marvel. He knows where the cheap stuff is. And he's definitely finding it here. Taking use of Carol, getting the side TAC. This is the other thing. He learned variations of these, like, not infinites, but loops. which are real good. Yeah, OTG
enemies,
into the super.
enemy step loops are so good. Power blaster.
Okay.
More than enough.
Very cool, sitting at about 2 bars here. That mix was dirty. Gets him with the try jump after. This is, ooh, messes up the execution there. Accidentally gets beam. Okay, that would have been huge if Cancolo OTG with a 2H there, but no. Oh my god, just a few unlucky drops there by Remora. No worries. Picking it up, taking out this Thanos for not even a bar. Oh my god. That's really unlucky.
I do believe that I am missing something because Remora is missing combos, and that's not usually a thing here.
No, something's up. This is not the normal Remora style of play. Accidental tag into Asura? Accidental or not, awful outcome there. Remora getting a full combo here, going into the double trigger loops, killing for 1 bar. 2 bar.
Technically 2.
Technically 2, yeah. Pop double trigger. Here we go. Get mixed. Get mixed. Same side in the low. Hold that. Here's the thing. Remora's cooking. Remora's fucking godlike. If you don't know, come on. Ooh, yeah. Text and throw. Gets the low.
No fear whatsoever. Remora.
No fear. He knew. He knew. Why would I have a fear? Why would I be afraid if I know? There we go. This is the game plan.
Once again, going on in, table hopping. And there it is.
That's why Remora is one of the best. He goes in with a solid game plan. He said, I'm going to kill any character you got for 2 bars, maybe 3. And then we're just going to play it out.
Just pop them in the microwave. They'll be done. Remora working on a perfect here. Don't do it. Don't make this the second perfect of the night.
No, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's cooking. Hold up. Let him cook. The mix-up. Yeah. Oh, shouldn't have been born tall, Thanos. I'm sorry. Get mixed. Okay.
Try
nice.
Jump. Gets the air throw.
Scoops.
Häagen-Dazs.
Okay. Scoops Häagen-Dazs. Gets the low here, and now you got a solo. That's basura. I mean, look, people in the chat know that's basura right now. Yep. Gets hit easy. It's not a perfect. No, he's fucking dead. I don't need to hold up. All right, go on to game 3. Go on to game 3. That's basura. What do you think he's gonna do? No disrespect to Cancola. Cancola's been amazing today, but he's playing basura. All right.
Like, here's the thing. He does damage. He's good. I'm glad
he's
part of the game. But
yes. He is as a technical, like how you added him to the game, amazing. But he's basura right now. You know what else is basura? Getting clipped by the happy birthday at the 99. Now you gotta play this whack-ass character on the anchor? Oh my god, good luck.
Watch your toes! Watch your toes!
Basura! Look at this! Is this a
Knocked
perfect? Is this a classic? Is this a perfect right now? Wait a minute. Scoops. OTG level 3? Don't even have to worry about it? Even if it doesn't kill? No, that's perfect. You're dead. Oh, wait a minute.
Nothing.
Perfect. Get peed on. Damn. Got him.
Golden letters.
Not the 5 golden letters. The classic. I'm pretty sure you saw he had the mod for the 5 golden letters.
Oh, jeez.
That's the good shit right there. Look, here's the thing. Remora is one of the best to do it.
You have Heath, who has a Venom running Ultron Hunk for coverage that is absolutely I'm sorry, did I see breakaway rethrow?
It's a thing in Marvel. Like, mashing heavy is one of our favorite pastimes in this community, and Heathnoff up there with the best of them is going to get the DHC, but I think this puts him in a less ideal position for the follow-up. But, oh, he baited the tag, but then didn't punish it properly, and because of that, Hunk gets a chance to live, and we have seen how bad it is for Hunk to live, and Quack making sure to get in there. Let's see if he understands the matchup against Venom, because that Venom thing is something that you just need to respect. I was not respecting it enough, and I lost to Heathnoff, so looks like there may not be enough respect for it going on here by Quack either, but maybe he could make the adjustment over some games.
Here's the thing, Venom Fang, extremely fast, extremely high priority. It almost has Shoryuken levels of priority just because of its utility. So that is going to be a dead Thanos. That's going to be a trap ready to go.
And we have seen so many of the Shoryu Reppas by Quackbot in very weird situations. Not when he's near someone, just does it. Maybe a little bit of accustomedness to the Ryu where you're getting a beam, but gets the confirm off of the tag. Keefnoff had some madness in him, but the madness worked out and is going to be able to kill off Hunk as a result of it. Still has X Factor, still has his full team, but let's see, is Ken gonna get the wild out on him? Gets the hit. Without X Factor, decides to invest in a snap so that he could get rid of that red life on Venom. Gets the throw and get the kill. Does not kill.
Not really. Venom Fang tries to go for maximum Venom. Does not work. Gets Destroy Ray or Destruction Ray. My bad.
Made sure that they were able to use the opportunity of the Venom Web in order to see, just in case it hits, throw it out, but then be able to DHC into something for safely.
Heath. I was gonna say, that's not okay. You know you lose damage if you do that.
Oh, and Ultron just did no damage lost there. That level 3 did what it needed to. Gets the hit on Venom. Oh, that was very odd. I think what happened was that Venom Web in size of his push box into the ground, and it forced landing recovery, and because of that, the super didn't come out. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he got landing glitch, which is it's rare because in order to do it, you need to be extremely close to the ground, where Venom's extended legs push him into the floor. It costs you a meter, unfortunately. It doesn't really do much except, make you lose what have you.
Fortunately for Heath, even when he gets into the situation where he loses something, he just picks something else right back up, has the THC available. Even if you can't do it by yourself, as long as you have friends, you can succeed. But Ken trying to make sure that Ultron and Hunk have one less friend to rely on going in there against this Venom. Again, going for that Shoryu Reppa in a situation after Hadoken, and DHC into Thanos works, gets the way to get him in safely. But Ultron losing half of his life on incoming and not respecting that Ken Tatsu enough.
I do want to say there was a clang effect. There was a clang sound, so Heath actually had a stolen bar because of that Ken assist. Speaking of Ken, coming on in, gets caught by Venom's JH. Venom Fang, gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Rush, double rush, Venom Fang, yes indeed.
Has access to the throw loop, still has no assist on deck, so needs to use the HC. Can get one more loop after this, ends up going for just the combo into the Venom Web to make sure that he gets the kill.
Didn't want to do anything. Oh no! Tried to go for something.
The assist too, but didn't believe in it. And Heathnoff, on the other hand, believes in himself plenty. Makes sure to drop his combo and give Thanos another chance to live. That is not the type of belief that is needed, Heath.
And normally he's good with these Dance Macabre cancels. Unfortunately, it does not work. Overhead by Thanos. Just randomly. Just do it. Just do it. What have you got to lose? Just do it.
And with that, it looks like there's the ability to tie this up. Heath had been looking really good in a lot of situations, but has been the power of Quack that shows even if something is looking good, it is not over until it is over. And Venom wants to make sure this character's over to the best of his ability. Has access to assist, but doesn't get the timing. Instead, gets Ken. This is even better for him. Is going to be able to push Ken back into the corner. Has access to all of his hit stun deterioration. Is going to be able to get the knockdown. The throw, and then goes for DHC. With both beams, this does a ridiculous amount of damage. Won't quite kill, but there's been a lot of not quite killing on Heath's behalf this evening. And this time, Venom Fang is going to catch in time. The light is enough to get the confirm. Let's see if this is going to kill or lead into snap, or what the approach is here. I think that with the amount of damage that Heath can do, he's probably going to just try to kill Thanos. Or drop his combo.
What was that? That was weird. There was no button press or anything. It was just a raw drop. That's not normal, actually.
Well, Tiefnoff is one of our illustrious players that is going from coast to coast and playing this game, and even though Parsec is infinitely better than playing in the base net code, there are still times where things can be a little bit squiggly about what happens. So
yeah, that ADMS coming in clutch for Quack's end.
Oh, and getting the jump back with guns. Ultron is having a hard time moving forward, but now he gets the beam. He's going to X Factor immediately for the catch. Tiefnoff's X Factor and meter management has been great in this set. Let's see if he's going to be able to get the opportunity to just kill off Ken, putting lots of pressure on him and getting a decent amount of chip while also getting the pressure in. Teams here are going to get hit, but he doesn't get hit by the full range of the beam, and because of that is able to get Ken back to full screen and in block stun, getting chipped, and barely survives, but not for long. And now it's Ultron with a horizontal assist getting in there, and he gets the throw but doesn't anticipate the timing change that comes from Hunk's assist, and just needs to go for a reset. I'm not sure if he has a kill here. Does not, and Quack makes him pay for choosing to go for a little mix with the drone. But Ultron is dead. There's only 16 seconds left on the Marvel clock and Hunk has full life, but we have seen life bars go down much faster, and this is how it starts. Quack has been clutch in these last moment situations, but he's trying to show also clutch in these last moment situations. Will not have enough to level 3. Oh, will have enough to level 3, but goes through the level 1 instead. Takes out Thanos and goes up 2-1 against the Quack.
Heath not caring at all. He could lose Venom, he could lose Ultron, he could lose 2 characters just fine. He is still more than ready, but he wasn't ready for the Trick Nade. And now we have a Hunk full screen on Quack's side.
And Quack does such a good job of, he doesn't just stay full screen, he's full screen when it's good for him to be full screen. Mixes up where he wants to be, so it's hard to predict whether he's just going to keep shooting at you, dash in with one of Hunk's blade-like buttons, or just like maintain the spacing, try to do something that's erratic and change people's behavior. Manages to get the catch on Ultron here. It's going to be up to Anchor Hunk. Let's see if with his own Hunk's power and all of that experience, he'll be able to avoid the comeback of Dark Hunk. Ooh, has the guns. Does he have a confirm here that's going to do it?
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like, ooh, but he does get caught, and that is going to be 2-2. Real quick, at 30 ticks.
Looking good. With both of them tied up at 2-2, we're going to see who makes it on to Grand Finals winner side and who is going to be sent to the losers bracket. Tiefnoff immediately ready to go back in. Quack taking a second to think about it. And it has been quite, as people would say, a slobber knocker, because instead of just like zoning the entire time with Hunk, there's been a good mix with both players of when they're going in, when they're playing from a space, and how they're adapting to each other's playstyles. Hunk is putting in so much damage on Venom now, and with the DHC available, let's see if this is going to be enough to kill. It's going to do plenty of damage, but I don't think it kills.
Nah, if it was the previous Ken, it would have, because then he would have gotten at least a Shoryuken follow-up into maybe another Tatsu. But instead, he does have a full team, and that is a bleeding Hunk! He doesn't, he's not dropping these!
Ooh, and kills off all of Hunk. Very nice display by Quack, showing that when there is the opportunity, he will invest the resources, knows how to invest them, and make sure that during so much of that, the point characters on the opposite side of the screen, they can't threaten to save their assist. Very nice work by Quack setting this up and moving on to winner's side of Grand Finals.
Almost nothing he could do there.
Match against Remora.
Alrighty. And as Quack takes Tiefnoff into the losers bracket and goes on into winners, once again, I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight on this amazing pixel-going John Rambo. What the heck? Technically, we already have a Rambo with well, Hunk. Speaking of Rambo and all the paperwork that came with with the massive murders that are happening here. A murder is taking place against this poor, not really defenseless lawyer. As we are seeing Isis Sarah get enemy stepped into oblivion. Phoenix and Maya is still pretty hunky, so that is going to need to be 3 bars spent. Need to stick into the microwave as Spider-Gwen now comes out to play. Remora is getting caught this time. Web zips on Isis Sarah's part. Maximum Gwen. Electroha. Now, as we've heard from Heath, X is a ridiculous character here. You do not want to try and underestimate him. Double lightning loops. Spider-Gwen. Mango Sentinel. Getting caught once again. Sentinel Force. Both pop X Factor here. Isis Sarah does not want to get caught and give Sentinel a chance. Web zips. Doesn't get the full confirm. Web zips gets caught by the lazy boy, but doesn't work fully. Air throw. Tries to go for the flicker rocket punch. Did not work. Once again, neither side getting full confirm. Just trying to make as much damage as possible. Finally, full confirm on Isis Sarah's side, and that is going to put Sentinel to bed. With a maximum Gwen.
Do you want to review? Because that felt like a practice set.
Immediately starting up. Phoenix has yet to summon Maya. Objection overruled. And Maya is finally in with that objection. Good stuff. Gets caught. This is going to be more than enough damage so long as Remora does not drop this combo. They do. Objection overruled. And that's going to be a tag into X. Wow, so much damage off of... What? Beautiful stuff. Once again, unfortunately didn't really get the timing there. That was a hell of a scramble. The jackpot, and then tried to go for a second jackpot, but the evidence actually... Sorry about that. The evidence actually hit right before the jackpot could come out. Now we have a solo Gwen going up against a bleeding team here. And that is going to be another notch on Remora's belt there. It's going to be 1-1. Loving these answers, guys. Loving the answers in chat. Absolutely great. Beautiful choice. Trying to fly over the paperwork. Just don't deal with it. Just don't deal with it. Objection overruled. Maximum Gwen, and that is going to put a wrap on Carol. What's for breakfast? Oh, apparently Dante's not exactly a big fan of breakfast. Tried to go for the crouching L into confirm. Unfortunately, forgot the confirm part. And now Isis Sarah is trying all that they can to keep that momentum. Unfortunately, Remora has other plans. Gets the Helm Breaker, gets the round trip. Tried to go for the dash under 50-50. Did not work. Gets the air throw off of the web zip. Good stuff. Jackpot will send her packing. Good stuff. Dante to Sentinel confirm. DT. And once again, you cannot challenge the heavy normals of a souped up DT DMC1 Dante. Just don't do it. It's full screen. It's ridiculous. So 2 on Remora's board. Phoenix trying to figure out a good spot to call Maya. Good stuff. There it is. Wow, Sentinel actually taking all of the mini cell phone shots. Cell phone coverage once again, and this is where you don't want to be, Dante or not. So much coverage. Jackpot. What in the world? X is dead. And Isisura couldn't even shotgun object. Dante tried to do something, speaking of couldn't even press a button. Will it kill? X Factor's gone. Just enough on the dot. Isisura 2-2. And so it seems we have a little bit of a change up here. We got Captain Marvel, Dante Sentinel with a bit of an assist change here, trying to see if if they can adjust. Good coverage by X. Paperwork gets rid of the hitbox of the assist there. Ooh, wrong evidence. And without Maya, Phoenix is going to hurt. That's going to be a Dante TAC. Jackpot. Doesn't even need the second one. Had full faith in Carol. Gwen trying to make up for that lost Phoenix and Maya here. Once again, it's 2-2, so we won't be seeing PNM for the rest of this match. Catches Sentinel lacking. X just firing the wrong way. TAC, X Factor, but no ice. No confirm. Round Harvest gets caught by X. Air throw. Web zip. No confirm. The speed actually messing with Isisura here. X Factor, and it's time. Remora's turn. It's all up to X. Round Harvest covers. It's gonna have to take this. Gets caught. X, can he put it away? Shotgun ice. Cold shower. Isisura trying so hard to get in, but now has to deal with a Dante backed by a Sentinel. Almost got the happy birthday. Didn't get the flicker cancel, and here comes the DT. Without a drop, this should be enough. Just barely not. A pixel and a prayer. Isisura trying everything that they can And unfortunately, it's not going to be fast enough for the jackpot to go through. And that is going to be Remora heading on through. GG's to both players. God.
Some water when you get the opportunity, but you may want to do that after this hype match which comes up, which is going to be Ifnoff versus Remora in the losers finals. The winner gets to move on to fight Quack. And it looks like that first hit is going to Remora. He is getting the knockdown in the corner. But Captain Marvel, again, it goes for the reset afterwards, doesn't get what he wants out of it. But oh my, those guns had the potential to set things up. Didn't quite turn it into what was needed, and now the happy birthday comes out, is going to be able to take out both characters. One of the fortunate things about Captain Marvel is even though her command throw or her strike throws are not something that you're able to do in Happy Birthdays, her combos that are Happy Birthday combos still do plenty of damage, and nice work on Remora being able to adjust his routing when he gets the hit, because if he had gone for the standard use of the Strike Flurry, it wouldn't have done anything he wanted, and because he adjusted, now he took out 3 characters. Remora going up 1-0 real quick. And with that, going on to game 2, there is excitement abounding. Hefnoff immediately ready to get back into it, while Remora making some mental adjustments, taking some time to pause. That's one of the things that I appreciate. Remora, a lot of people think about the more hold-forward aspects of his play. Even just like taking a moment to be at the rematch screen, recenter yourself, and then make sure you're making the correct decisions to play well, even when you win, it could be an incredibly valuable tool. So Hefnoff here just needs one touch with Venom to turn this into a favorable situation, and that can be hard to set up, but that was the one hit, didn't confirm off of it, and because there was no confirmation, this is going to be the end of Venom, and maybe even without needing to use any meter in the process. Remora uses 1 meter, but gets the kill. We're going to see Captain Marvel just dashing into Ultron, pressing a button, but Hefnoff did not believe that Remora would be dashing that hard in a way that wasn't a tight string. It didn't confirm off of it, but gets the hit immediately afterwards. Now Ultron with this incoming mix doesn't end up putting Dante in trouble. The hunk assist catches, so it was well timed on the call, but didn't manage to turn it into what he needed, and gets stingered at mid-range, and now Ultron is going to die in quick succession. That is the end of Ultron, but we're going to see if Hunk can make this comeback. Pulls back in DMC1 Dante, and that looked pretty punishable, but Remora making the adjustment is going to be able to win the scramble situation, almost gets the kill out of it, but instead is getting to get really good pressure and gets the kill out of the follow-up. Very nice work to Remora. Let's see what can be done here by Hefnoff if he wants to adjust from this, because he's looking rematch real quick again. See if he gets the opportunity. Instant rising jump light with Captain Marvel. He's Remora showing awareness that Venom has a huge hurt box, and when he needs to block, it's pretty bad. There wasn't quite enough meter for the THC. I think that there was the assumption by Heath that he had maybe a pixel or 2 more meter after that attack, but because he didn't confirm that, he's going to potentially lose Venom off of a terrible situation. Oh, the TAC up, just building additional meter, doing additional damage. He's probably going to need to spend 3 just because Venom's a pretty healthy boy, and 764 goes into the straight level 3, spends all 4 meters, wants to make sure this character is gone. And with that, this is looking scary for Hefnoff, down to his 2 final characters of the tournament potentially. Went for a really nice drone to try and control the space there, but got the hit with his falling roundhouse, is going to be able to get the combo on Captain Marvel and bring her to the corner, has X-Factor advantage, has meter advantage. Looks like he's ready to turn this situation around. DMC1 Dante, we've seen from Remora he likes to do, wow, that jumping heavy hit so far behind Dante, but Hefnoff with the brilliant mix that Remora would not be holding north, gets hit by that command throw, and now immediately goes into level 3, does not want to have to deal with the DMC1 Dante. Marvel 2 Sentinel's going to come in. What does he do to try and survive? Immediately goes for the Hyper Sentinel Force, tries to catch something, and gets a follow-up, but does not turn it into a one game. X Factor by Heathnock, but he does not get to survive. He does get to survive, and he gets out, and potentially gets the hit on Sentinel, but doesn't quite get it. Is going to get to fall again. And the command throw does not work. Now it's down to Anchor Sentinel versus Anchor Hunk. Both of them have X Factor that's about to be out. Hunk's damage output is not high enough for this to be a kill, but now that he's done some damage, this next hit very might well be. This is looking like, especially he has level 3 available, and I'm pretty sure Heathnock, he put an extra button in the combo. The greed of the Heathnock was too much, but then he gets the reset and it's okay. With that, Heathnock getting on the board, showing that this isn't going to be a quick 3-0, wanting to get back into Grand Finals to get that vengeance battle against the Quackbot. Chat, if you are enjoying this wonderful Marvel action, please subscribe to the HAVENGERS so you could get all formats of Marvel, modded, non-modded, stuff that has cool colors, stuff with excellent character select screens, all of the work that is done by the HAVENGERS and the community around them, doing excellent stuff. And that was a confusing happy birthday situation, because how Drones is going to interact with things always influences what's going on and gets the mix-up with a cross-up low. Everything that exists on Heath's team is bleeding pretty substantially, but it doesn't matter if you're bleeding if you get the hit and your opponent has no X Factor available, and Venom is going to just go for the Venom Bite. Doesn't quite kill, but has the beam set up so that on Wake Up is going to be able to kill Dante. At Office Tag, he knew that Remora really wanted to save that character and was able to make sure get rid of Dante, and then Captain Marvel did not recover that much life. He can be potentially chipped, may not even get the chance to do all of the cool plays he wants, but gets confirmed on by a projectile at the bottom who's into that dive. And Marvel 2 Sentinel is going to need to try and do this against a full team, and he doesn't have X Factor available like he did in Remora's previous comebacks. Goes for the reset, doesn't get it, and then doesn't get the follow-up button. This is looking pretty scary. Heathnock going for the knockdown in the corner is going to have enough meter that if he wants he could level 3, and instead goes for multiple level 1s for the finish. Going to be able to get that with the DHC into Venom Web and gets the kill. After going down really quickly to 0-2, Heathnock making the adjustments and going up, bringing this to 2-2, the final game of Losers Finals. Chat, how did your channel predictions go? I see that some people put some points on Remora, some people put points on, or Squirrel is the only Heathnock believer. Is this just the night where Squirrel is the Oracle predicting everything? Most wonderful of Mundanks, the person in Grand Finals is Quackbot, who has been playing Hunk on point with Keniz in second, and then his Anchor we haven't gotten to see as much because his Hunk and his Ken have been doing way more work. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, and this time Remora almost gets to get started. He does when Knopf doesn't block his legs, and you cannot avoid blocking your legs when you are fighting against Captain Marvel. This is looking like that opportunity that Remora needs in order to take this game. All of these set hit stun moves in order to be able to get so much damage against Venom. Is aware that he's not going to get the kill with the DHC, and because of that Remora really intelligently delays the DHC and goes into round harvest instead, so he has the opportunity to use it as a mix while also getting chip. Very brilliant move by Remora, but also a great move by Heath here, getting the hit, getting Captain Marvel to the corner, has loops available but goes straight into level 3. At level 3 is enough to defeat the Space Heroine, and she has gone down, brings Venom back in for the mix, and manages to get not only the Venom Bang, but also the Trap as well. Has the full team on deck. Let's see this full team available. The THC, going to be the 2-character THC, so that means Dante is not going to die. He will be highly injured though. But we have seen Pixel Dante from Remora do lots of work, and he's even been willing to invest resources to make it so Pixel Dante lives in situations where he otherwise wouldn't. But you can't live against Venom Fang there. Dante did not swing with a button and died because of it. And now Remora is going to hit Venom but not kill him. Manages to get the chicken block on Venom Fang, and because of that, Venom's going to go down, but Polo, Marvel 2 Sentinel with X Factor. No meter on either side. Gets the hit on Ultron, immediately X's, get rid of this character, and up to the Anchor versus Anchor battle. X Factor 3 available for both. Heath got hit, and Heath got hit again, and Remora showing that in the scramble situations, he can always come out on top. Sorry to Heathnoff, he is unfortunately out of the tournament at third. Still in the money, but if you really liked seeing the hype Heathnoff play earlier tonight, there is going to be an exhibition coming up after this tournament in Heathnoff and Xeno. So this is not the last you're going to get to see.
You know, apply very expert pressure there. But I'm excited to see how he goes up against Quack here. Quack playing a very defensive team this tournament. Point Hunk. This was something I was like theorizing, but I'm glad to see Quack actually did it. I just thought, that'd be neat.
Point Hunk is cool. This is not the team I would give Point Hunk, but Quack makes it work.
No, he makes it work. No, like he's got very, he's got a very good mind.
Work a little bit more right now.
Oh, absolutely. Remora putting in work with this Carol right here. I mean, look, there's no. We all know Carol's the most picked palette swap at this point, but you know what? Remora is probably the best example of one. Constantly overcoming obstacles here. Goes into DHC with the DMC1 bullet.
Oh, and he's doing more of the rockets. It's so great. It's so great to see Remora expanding play options. That was fascinating. Looks like the hitbox for the beam
comes out in one frame.
Yes, one frame before the edge of the screen, because Sentinel was pointing back there.
Yes.
He didn't get hit at all.
Oh, he didn't get hit. No, because it angles upward as well. So it's like, yeah.
But Sentinel's a tall man, or
he's a tall boy.
Robot. Oh,
he's a tall boy.
Ken was a little bit too tall while crouching. Got hit by that overhead.
Now, here's the thing. He got hit here, but Thanos Anchor, I think, is hidden tech. Actually, Thanos Anchor seems not bad. Just on the pure damage value. Like you saw before, Sovereign Decree, Thanos' air super, it does like 1 billion damage. That thing hurts hard. Quack wasn't able to use it there. Remora just smothering him in the corner at this point. Look at this.
And even though Hunk has some options for dealing with smother, his fast buttons are pretty fast, and then has sword normals for being at mid-range and avoiding letting people start to smother you in the first place. Unless your character has like a good invincible reversal, once Carol starts dancing on them, it is not going to be fun for you.
No, actually. Oh my god, like, Remora is making Quack just unable to play here. Like, look at this. He is taking a commanding lead right now.
It looks like Quack may have been a little lucky that you sent Remora to loser's bracket earlier in the tournament, because this is not looking great for him.
Yeah, I was going to say. Oh my goodness, the level 3 there, very nice. Incoming Thanos here. So yeah, we'll see if Quack gets to play, but like, you know, Remora's playing pretty nimble characters here, so like I'm not sure the slow-moving Thanos can really get anything going. He needs one big hit to get it, and it looks like he just kind of drops the conversion though, and he's gonna die for that.
And this is looking like the end of Thanos. All of these resources, Remora may be able to do this without any meter.
He could have done that without bar. He could have done it without bar. You saw the damage?
X Factor Carol is definitely high damage output. If you want to know about all of the balancing stuff that's happening behind the scenes in this game, you could learn about that on the EX Discord, because Tab's the creator of the Palette Swaps character, recently posted some updating, some changes that are on their way, and Carol's getting changed to be a lot more like her MDCI self, so you're... But for now,
anyway.
We're going to see this character do some damage before then, though. Remora's like, oh, there's a sale that's running out. I'm going to get my purchases in now.
I'm going to do it now. Same thing with DMC1 Dante, too. DMC1 Dante kind of, you know, going to be changing fundamentally. Anyway, what's not changing is TSC Infinite. Actually, you know what? That one's different. He dropped it. That's all right. Got the reset. American reset. No problem. And it's like, it feels like it's only been 5 minutes, and he's already resetting the bracket. Like, look at this.
Remora is like, American resets are good, but bracket resets are better. Let's go with that.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the hardest. It hard not counts.
Caught, and then I think that actually, the happy birthday here, you're a Hunk expert. If you get the hit with Hunk full screen...
Yes, you can confirm it. You have to basically blink dash up and you have to hit S. But you can absolutely confirm that.
Wait, you know confirms that require blink dash this week?
I mean, I don't do the plink dashes. I just wave
Oh, you
dash like a
wave dash up,
maniac.
you mean,
I wave dash because I'm built different. All right, these other guys need the plink dash. That's why I say it like that. What Quack needs
so
to
you're
do is
playing on
get
hard
the punish
mode while
on the. That's how I live my life. Anyway.
Oh, it looks
Quack
like Remora
gets
may
the-
be in for hard mode now because Thanos got that beam hit, but Remora, he could still win on hard mode.
Look at that.
And
He can still win
that's-
on hard mode. Look at that. DMC1
bracket.
Dante, he's built for
no,
hard mode.
That's that thing where it's just like that little bit of disrespect flavor in the final hit just to get in your opponent's head.
I think he needed that. Yeah, back to main menu. Here we go. Bracket reset in no time. Remora is cooking right now. Here's why Remora's the best, because like even if he gets frazzled, it's like the second he has a break and comes back, he's reinvigorated. It's like he's just in the game immediately. Like he fucking cooked me, he's cooking Quack. This is an Evo champion right here. Come on.
Yeah, it seems like Remora is about to like set up a barbecue for all his friends because he's cooking a lot right now. This is one of those things where it must be a holiday that I just don't know about. It's Marvel Day. You need to cook a lot for your friends on Marvel Day. But, oh dang, Hunk moving forward with those jumps at the beginning, but when you get thrown by Carol at the beginning, it's so demoralizing because just like some of the other very good characters in this game, she has ways of doing like largely unscaled damage in various situations. But some of those are going away soon. But it doesn't matter what your damage is if you drop it, and the drop is going to be enough that no meter is available, but X gets used. I like the use of X to save Hunk just because Hunk has been such a valuable character for Quack, but also this could be seen as a win for Remora because when your opponent doesn't have X available and you do, and you get a happy birthday on two of their characters, Remora back to the cooking, preparing for that Marvel Day feast. Thanos is on the menu and he is getting rushed down by this Dante. One of the things worth noting is may not be noticed just because Remora goes in so hard with this character, but DMC1 Dante is very different from regular Dante. He doesn't have an air dash, he doesn't have a teleport. He doesn't have these like ways that regular Dante would move forward, but you know what he moves forward with? Enormous buttons.
Remora moving forward here with enormous W's here. Again, here's the thing about Carol, and I just figured it out. I mean, like, it's obvious, but it's not obvious just how powerful it is. She's amazing at the 99. Like, if you can't get away from her at the 99, you lose the game. She has that kind of Nova flavor and an 8-way air dash. Like, she's absolutely nuts. Got that Magneto vibes, you know.
Has those full screen confirms if she needs to go into something that's valuable, and the fact that when she's try jumping in someone's face, all of her buttons cross up so she could choose to hit you from either side is pretty scary. And these blitz blow loops in the corner, Remora tried to do a little bit more style than he actually had the life to do, and is going to be able to get her out though. I'd like saving her with a little bit of health.
Good trade. Here's the Thanos, like Quack successfully found the cheapest thing about Thanos, and it's the level 1. Like all of his supers are good, but the fact that starts up in one frame, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Tabs, that might be changing. The fact that it starts up in one frame means that at best you trade with him and it hard knockdowns you. So like, no, it's not even a fair trade. Well, you know,
I mean,
oh my
when
god,
you can kill
Quack?
off half people in reality, you don't like fair trades. You only like trades that go in your favor. If you're setting up a trade, make sure it's a good thing. Trade with
the tag overhead, that was kind of sick. Yeah,
Remora had the fakes, but didn't have the Sentinel confirms to go from it. If anyone wants to learn Sentinel confirms, there's some Tyson Codings videos out there that have amazing tech for the character.
Oh my god, the DP! Quack playing the best Ken I've ever seen. Look at this. Oh my, final judgment. We're in here with Hump. Can solo Dante do it? X Factor level 2, running out fast. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, trade. That sucked. That was a rough trade for Remora there. Quack taking his first game of the set.
And first game of the characters alive too.
All three. That's wild, right? That just goes to show you the variance of Marvel. I'm just saying.
And it shows you the difference in between games that are won and games that are lost. Sometimes, like, even though this can be a one-touch game a lot of the time, especially when there are characters as good at zoning and as good at chip damage as there are on both teams here, it is very worth it to keep all your characters alive.
Very much so, yes. It's a thing that people joke about because like X Factor is such a strong mechanic for comebacks that like, oh, just let your characters die. But having a whole functioning unit, a whole functioning team is so strong.
I shot PHCing into Carol there, wanting to make sure that there is no opportunity for Hunk to somehow escape, and gets her out of the corner and goes for the hit.
He risked it all. He wanted to end it. He said, I think he thought that he hit Thanos there, and was like, I gotta pop X now to get this confirmed. It doesn't look like it's gonna matter too much though. Gets a brilliant confirm on this Ken. Gonna be able to kill for one bar. Very nice.
That combo is not going to work post-patch, but that's okay. Oh, and dances on his head. Let's see, even though Remora used his X Factor and last of his character's life. Oh,
forced him to X.
Getting over the beat.
That was really good, yeah. Force him to X there. He could punish if he double triggers at the right moment. Okay, or does that. That's fine. A more secure setup here. That sucks. Tabs. Tabs, please. Oh my god, here we go. Dive kicks for days.
Response is that he'll show us how to scratch it.
Is Chaotic Flame? It's not
Chaotic Flame is good.
Why does he need the Chaotic Flame, bro? I'm just saying. Anyway. This, ooh, slice it with the sword. You see that?
Oh,
he was mad. I would
but
call it scrubby if it wasn't genius. Why not, right? You're standing. Fuck it. You're getting hit anyway.
Someone doing a confirm that looks way too long on a standing character, it's worth it to mash at me.
Tab storms a zoner. Tabs.
I'm sure that Tabs has.
No, I know. I'm absolutely
behind all of his.
Is he really? I mean, intended. Dulcim's. Oh, Dulcim's not. Who am I kidding? Anyway, going on to game 3 of the set. Game 4 was it?
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, if he was me, if he was cracked like me, he would have killed those characters. But you know, that's fine. Gonna get the confirm anyway. That's sitting about 40% damage on Marvel 2 Sentinel here. Carol's sitting at about 40 herself, but gets the confirm on Hunk. Gonna be able to kill for just one bar here. Got 2 assists to spend. Yep, big extensions.
Doing over 600k before she ends me. How nice for Carol. And gets the throw, and even off of a throw, she still gets pretty good damage, especially she has... Do you invest X Factor here and get rid of Ken?
No. That's Ken.
Dang.
Honestly, I think this is more ideal. So, I mean, Quack did it for him. I think Thanos Anchor is scarier than Ken Anchor. Because of this shit. Like, look at this dumb shit.
Oh, he thought that was a bait by Remora, making it so his combo...
That was definitely a bait.
Like could be punished.
He definitely knew. Look at that. Okay, yes, setup. I love this setup by Remora here.
No.
Setting him up, forcing them to stand. Oh, amazing grab by Quack. Amazing grab by Quack. Okay, here we go. Still in it, but Quack running low on health here. Like, honestly, oh my, the very risky helm breaker. That's how you know he plays Virgil. Gets hit for his troubles. Very unfortunate. That's alright. He got sent to now.
Yes, if I can.
He does not have... I'm so mad that he starts playing this character well when I start talking shit about it.
That's how it needs to go sometimes, though. You need to just talk shit about the entire cast and see which ones rise to the occasion and which ones end up being like, no, you were just right.
Oh, that was good. That was a good snap there. Snap. Now, here's my thing about Thanos. He taunted? What are you taunting for? Stop taunting like you're nice. Bum ass. Fuck you.
You got 0-3'd in the reset.
You got 0-3'd in the reset. Don't think we forgot, bitch. Fuck you.
That's
you know all that.
He's like, I could get 0-3'd in the reset and still come back. That may just be how strong of a player Quack is.
If you lose this match, your ass is grass. Get the fuck out, bro.
If you lose after double taunting someone who 0-3'd you in the reset,
they're off in my heap. Pixel, you're absolutely right. Why they nothing me, bro? Taunting like he's nice.
The only reason
this is day one. This is day one. All right, fine. All right, he kind of nice.
He is kind of nice.
He's still rude, but he's kind of nice.
Oh yeah, there's not rude players and nice players. There's a Venn diagram. There's some overlap between each type.
There's
Oh,
a lot of
and goes
overlap.
for the
Ooh, look at the... He got the better hunk combos than me, that's for sure. Look at that! God damn.
He has different hunk combos than you.
Look at it, look
And
at
I'm
this.
not gonna say that's better.
Kill him. Oh, okay, fuck. Okay,
But,
Captain Marvel gets away here. Thanos has just kind of saved her a little bit? Kinda? Not really? Yeah, we mashed out. Fuck you. Oh my god, wait a minute. Here we go. Get shot. No worries. Do you tag out here? No. Yeah, let her die. Fair enough. Fair enough. DMC1
that's
Dante
better.
coming in. Great confirm. And he saves the ground mass there, but he drops the combo. Unfortunate. Gets the reset. Let's go. Aggressive hunk.
And this is why he taunted last round, because he was confident that he was able to just run through Mora's entire team.
He's a
It's gotten
bum
rid
ass.
of
That's
Captain
fine.
Marvel, has gotten rid of the Dante. Oh, ended up
Okay.
needing to spend another meter, but still gets the value. Do you think solo Marvel 2 Sentinel
If he had blocks, yes. What?
has a block? You're
Okay,
right, he
resets
has
for
blocks.
no reason, because he's
Oh, he did
ass.
too late.
Drops the drones.
Moore is
Okay.
getting a lot of these jump lights in there, and is going to be able to kill Ken as a result.
Deep his ass. Oh my, the knife, bro. Very, very good placement there by Quack of these normals. Look at this. Get him, Quack.
And
The
has
gun,
the
gun and Thanos
available.
kills here. Okay, can he actually kill? Look at this. Let's go.
Abs asking if his characters in X Factor 2,
He's in X
2
Factor,
meters
bro.
are gonna care. Like
Now,
even-
Quack,
even
he
the
may
base
not
Abs.
wash his ass, but he definitely wins tournaments. Well done. Taken first place. Remora taken second place.
And you managed
Why?